Yeah, level. Yeah, no, I
All
have
right,
it.
yeah, you all leveled up. All right, so when last we left off,
I
you were
got
fighting
surrounded
for
at
your
the
life
north gate
against
by the
a
guards.
bunch. Yes, obviously.
Mr. Cleaver still survived.
He
Thank
did.
God.
Yeah, he did somehow. We
Cyclops a
actually
lot,
managed
didn't.
to save pretty much all of the actual humans.
I think we lost
going
one
far.
guard,
One, two.
No, actually, yeah,
and it was.
two of them up north died.
Was it both of them or just one?
We did
One.
both of them. Just
Just
one.
It was the no. There were 3 guys up north, weren't there?
No, there was only
No.
2, holding off like 7 goblins.
Yeah.
And then the guards arrived and reinforced them before the last one was killed.
I want to meet the guy who fucking went up against all the other ones.
He
Who
only
actually
had a
survived that
fucking
shit.
sword as well.
I know, he was fucking chopping ass, kicking ass. I saw him and immediately went, oh, he needs help. That's why I put my swimmer motion over there instead of back where we were.
Actually, wait, no, Bell. How could you see him? There's a house in the way.
No, we could slightly see it, I think.
You got to remember,
'Cause I
me
remember there
and
was opens.
Belhen were down this area, so we could see up into here.
But
Yeah, we were down
Viking,
kind of no.
get back here.
No,
Back here.
Back here, yeah.
Like,
You
just
can't
the
make
point where
me.
you start trying to break reality.
Because after, because basically, as soon as all the goblins were dealt with and the 2 mysterious people just sort of poofed. Yeah, one dead guard. Cole actually motions for you guys to come over after telling the rest of his guards to go and see if
Fortify
there's
this
anyone
position.
nearby that needs help. Go check the gate, that sort of thing.
Go over where?
Here. That was
Yeah,
Cole,
fountain?
wasn't it?
That's Cole. That is Cole.
Oh, fine. So, we dealt with a fuck ton of goblins, nearly died, succeeded, and now we're here. That was a 3-hour session of pure combat, and it was
That was.
glorious.
Was.
Glorious bloodletting.
So, that, yeah, this, we didn't even see this coming. I'm gonna say that right now.
An organized goblin attack. How could you have ever possibly not seen that coming?
I mean,
Because the words organized and goblin shouldn't go together in the same sentence.
I was
And they
being
usually
sarcastic.
Sorry.
Well, this
Well,
was an
really?
organized goblin attack.
Precisely.
As
Yeah.
much as I hate saying that out loud.
it was.
That means they have a
Led
smart
by-
one among them.
Yeah, there were smart people among them.
I wouldn't go as
That
far to
were-
call them people.
Fine, smart things around them, helping them, and some of them were actually like decently intelligent. I say decently. I don't actually mean it. Sorry, I
I don't
have breakfast,
actually
so-
mean it. Well, you chomping on a
Yeah,
carrot
Bowen,
right now.
are you just yelling this down the alley, or are you actually over here? What's going on?
I'm actually over there. I didn't think we were actually
Well, then
using the
we'll
map no
do it.
more.
Oh, are we moving? Okay, we'll move tokens then. Cool.
Get your asses
Might as
over
well,
here, you
as long as
lazy
we got the
bastards.
map.
It turns out that there's actually
Yo-
secret action.
Jonas is standing on Cole's shoulders.
Yeah. what? Yeah. No. Oh, sorry, Cole. Sorry, what were you saying? I can't
Sorry,
hear you.
I
Stand,
can't.
one standing on. Sorry, what was that? Oh, are we using these now?
Got it.
Okay, cool. I mean,
Got
we
it.
can keep using them.
Credit. Credit.
Also, like how you
Credit.
stood right in front of me
Credit.
too.
Credit.
He's just going to stand on top of Sandpoint Cathedral and start yelling at you.
All right, you got now. All right.
How did he get up there?
Instant transmission.
Just
His power level, it's over 9,000.
So,
so.
yeah, it's understandable. Obviously, you guys weren't ready for something like this happening. So I'm glad we were able to minimize the damage that was able to be done.
We're pushing Cole further back.
Comment.
I mean, I'm
What?
just leaning against the bench.
All right,
the
fine,
middle.
That still counts as. I mean, he's still got reach for that.
You Gordian dog. All right. didn't catch I only caught a glimpse of those two. Do you see any sort of discernible markings or anything on them?
I mean, I gave them 2 markings. Didn't do a
Not that I
lot.
could tell.
Aside from a sword passing right through them, I really couldn't notice anything.
Twice. Pretty sure I did
So some
something,
kind of
but not a lot.
spellcaster, then.
Yeah.
Well, the way they disappeared implies that.
Damn it.
I think you should probably hire an inquisitor. Might help.
Inquisitor.
I don't think an Inquisitor is going to help here because they're anti-religious people. Not anti-magic. They hunt down heretics, not so much
Yeah.
mages.
Yeah,
I mean,
or yeah.
things that they can track, right?
What we need is an anti-mage. Or a mage as equal power.
I got an uncle mage.
Grandfather mage?
That's workable.
Oh, hang
Well-
on. Erland, you can do detect magic, right?
Yes.
Would whatever they used have left behind some kind of, I don't know, teleporty juice that you could detect?
Teleporty juice. I don't think I've ever heard that
I see.
kind of.
I was leaving enough of a pause for dramatic emphasis before I went. What?
Fine. A magical resonance of the essence of the magic used to teleport them away. Happier?
Careful there. Don't explode your brain.
What?
Can
No.
you detect
you-
what spell they
you-
used to fucking run away?
No.
Thank
Not unless
you.
they're doing it. Not unless they're doing it at the time. And even then, it's only an educated guess.
Oh, sorry.
We're still checking those camps at the very least. If they were confident enough to come here with that force,
I mean, we wiped out a
maybe there's
good
something still there.
15, 16 of them, so I imagine the camps, at least one of them, is likely to be undermanned.
Yeah, from the bodies that my men have dug through so far, and, well, there's quite a lot of them. We've actually counted most of the goblins that the scouts reported.
So it'd be a quick cleanup job.
So.
Hmm.
By the way, is that
Wow.
contract still going on Goblin Ears?
Oh,
It says as Erland's trying to cut one off.
yes, you'll all get paid for this.
Cool!
Do we need the ears, or are you just
Are you willing to accept a count?
No, we'll get a body count
okay? That's fine.
at the end of this. And, yeah.
I mean, you have the bodies, so I mean, yeah, I was gonna say.
We'll cut the ears
can
off
only-
and give them to you. You can have the bodies, we'll keep
I'm
the ears.
just gonna poof.
Wait, Cole's
Yeah.
poofing?
Make those. No, the bodies that were on top of the roof.
Oh,
Like-
That's where I put 'em.
You can't call them that anymore.
That's racist.
no, it's homophobic, though.
Ah,
You're right there,
I see
Dwarf.
Bell and Bill said something very
It's-
vile.
I'm not sure if Belhan is eating stuff off of that stall behind him and just vomiting now.
It had pickles on it. Gross.
Why did you eat pickles?
Oh, he's
Nice.
eating burgers.
They had pickles.
Either way, though, I'll send some scouts out to check the camps, but I don't think we'll need to worry about those because, well, most of them are probably here. Still here, rather.
Yeah, I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon.
I would hope not.
That would be a concern.
Yeah, that. He's like he's shaking his head. He's looking around at the corpses and then looking away. His head's down.
Perhaps we should gather all the goblins up and burn their bodies.
All I'm going to say is please don't tell me he was only 1 day from retirement.
No.
It was
He's
his
about
first day
halfway
on the
through
job.
his- Well, most people, when they go into the guard, they stay in it till they're, well, no longer physically fit for it. A decent amount of pay. Hazard pay.
What's the
paid
pension like?
Mexican, that sort of thing.
And do you get dental?
Yeah, what's healthcare
I'm
like?
tempted
Is
to
it-
have him
are we-
say
are we
what's
like-
dental.
I was going to say, what's healthcare like? Is it like sort of funded by the guard, by the mayor, but like, is it private?
You know- Now that I think about it, I haven't seen any tooth powder since we got here.
We're all educated, high-class folk, apparently.
You know what's really, really like making me really weird is that I can see when everyone else is talking in Discord, but because for me, Cybran's fucking
He's
image
green.
is the same
It's green.
colour green.
You can't
It's
tell.
It's the same colour green as the ring, so I can't tell if he's saying.
God
Oh,
There's
damn
some-
it, Cybran.
No, we
No,
can
I
hear
can.
We can hear you, we
but
just can't
sometimes-
tell when you speak.
I was gonna say
Yes.
sometimes it
Ooh.
sounds like you're fucking miles away.
I am
Because
holding
what-
the phone pretty far.
No, it's just because sometimes because of the way that Discord does voices. If other people are talking and you start, suddenly you go really quiet and far away.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
that's
for
the
fun.
that's the attenuation. It's to make it easier to hear people, honestly.
Yeah, it's just like I just don't want to miss anything you're saying if you start talking when everyone else is. Like,
He doesn't want to
No, I
miss
just
a
said,
thing.
I just said that it's I haven't seen any tooth powder since we got here.
Or toothpaste.
I don't think toothpaste has been invented yet.
I don't know, there's that
All
crazy
right,
fucking
can,
alchemist.
bring this back to the plot. So, as you're all sitting there and talking, Mr. Cleavy comes running out of the cathedral.
As
Captain!
Jotunus eats Cole's head.
just chomping around it.
Can you get him to stop doing that, please? He thinks you're a chew toy.
But yeah, Mr. Cleavy just comes running out of the cathedral. Captain!
Hmm?
They've taken the head priest of Abadar and one of his acolytes.
Oh,
The hell would-
Taken.
there were more than two sorcerers.
All the two sorcerers we saw were the high priest and one of his.
Wait. No.
I'm just saying. There's two of them missing.
No,
There's two fuckers over there. He was totally shady when we had a chat with him earlier. I say earlier, the other week.
I'm just gonna say right now, one of those had a very clear feminine form.
The one I
Yeah,
sliced
well,
up
two
twice.
people.
One of the two spellcasters.
The one I sliced up twice.
Slice that.
So the
yes.
acolyte that's missing is are they particularly feminine in appearance?
Male. Both
Oh.
of 'em.
Damn.
And the priest of Abadar is he's female, right?
He?
Shut the fuck up.
He's a lady.
There are two
Damn it.
genders in fucking Pathfinder.
All right.
Well,
Well, that pretty
Did
much
you
validates
just
one of
misgender the
my-
head priest?
Holy shit.
Maybe?
That pretty much validates one of my theories. Someone's targeting the priest of Abadar.
Why? They're
'Cause the-
bankers.
I don't know, but
You just answered your
counting-
own question.
Rapidly stopped
counting
making
Father
Fair
Aram
enough.
and his acolyte, that's the 6th priest of Abadar that's been disappeared in a couple months.
What's
true.
this plot coming out of left field?
No, it's a plot that's been there the entire time. We were just.
It's just
yeah.
coming back for a.
Completely ignoring you.
It's coming
No,
back for a
no,
rugby tackle.
Completely ignoring you.
No, legitimately, Erland is particularly unfazed about Priest of Abadar anyway, because he's not exactly a fan. So. Oh no! However, shall we cope? What a terrible shame.
Well, they're the
I'll
opposite of
admit
you.
My ignorance about the gods, Lieutenant Cole, but is Abadar a good deity or a neutral deity?
Kind of
Evil?
lawful neutral.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the deity of towns, cities, and money.
Banks, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
So it's a
Yeah.
sort of lawful neutral.
yeah, in fact, exactly lawful neutral.
Yeah. So not a shithead, but also not exceptionally good.
I mean, you can make the argument that lawful good isn't exactly good either, but hey.
Or in Erland's case, yeah, is a complete shithead. Because Erland doesn't like Abadar. Because it's like the exact opposite of him.
God damn it, now we have to figure out why someone would be targeting them.
I don't think the
Is
goblins
the
took
money
them.
still there?
You, Cleavy, money, still there?
Yeah?
Then it wasn't a robbery.
No.
That
They're after the
narrows it
people,
down.
then.
So it's definitely a kidnapping.
No, I'm just chewing on pocket bacon.
But why specifically?
Or a chunk of
It's the
wood.
best kind of bacon.
Okay.
What are you, Beauregard?
I'm going to the-
There have been a couple of other priests who have traveled out of town, and they've been fine.
but of the two priests of Abadar from a while ago, they went missing when they travelled out of town.
Yes, 2 of them went to Magdamar, and then we got reports that 2 of them from Nybor were missing as well.
Oh, speaking of, any reports that we missed while we were in Nybor? It's not exactly the news centre of the world, is it?
Nothing really.
Well, apparently somebody set fire to a guy's house there. God, it was horrifying. Apparently.
The only real news
Shut
that happened
up.
was in Nybor, so I'd imagine you all would have heard of it.
Wait, what was it? Because I'm, I
Shut
forget a lot.
up.
Something happened with Nobleman Headley's house or something. Burned down.
Really?
A whole bunch of people dead.
Cook must have
His,
got careless.
His manor
Shit.
house burned down. Well, that's the thing, though.
What happened?
From the reports, the field lit on fire first, and then the barracks for his workers, and then his manor.
Damn,
Maybe
that's a shame.
civilians didn't like working for him, perhaps?
Why would
Who
they
did-
burn
yeah.
down their own house, though, especially with some of their own people inside?
Oh,
Either way,
that-
we're getting off topic, though.
Yes,
need to be
we are.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not discuss. Let's not even think about the Nybor thing anymore.
I don't know. I like their church.
Okay.
It's a
Shut
nice
the
church as
fuck
far as churches
up.
go.
So, alright, so, because I remember when we were there, I remember hearing about missing priests.
Yes, the 2 priests of
Yeah.
Abadar. We heard about them from the head priest of Abadar.
Yeah. So, what does that make it? Like 2, 4, 5, 6 in total? Is that priests
Yeah.
have been totally missed?
Only of Abadar, though.
Yes,
Is
like
it
I
only
said,
of
they're
Avatar?
specifically targeting the priests of Abadar.
I blame Asmodeus.
I mean,
Oh, why?
oh, and I take out my book of gods, Abadar, and I start going to Abadar. Do you want me to? Do you want to talk about Abadar, or should I look it up?
God of cities, law, merchants, and wealths. Lawful neutral. His primary worshippers are judges, merchants, lawyers, and aristocrats.
Fucking aristocracy.
Also, those who are
Sounds
poor or
right.
have been wronged worship him, hoping he helps to reverse their ill fortune. He
Okay.
expects his followers to abide by the laws, although not foolish, contradictory, toothless, or purposeless laws, and work to promote order and peace.
And this is a neutral deity?
No,
Yes,
lawful neutral.
Okay.
Just because he's
And
lawful
clerics of
neutral doesn't mean he's
Abadar-
not a cunt.
And clerics of Abadar spend most of their time helping the community thrive and grow, care less about the morals, more about helping the culture itself to continue expanding.
However, that big chest
Although
of
they-
gold
Although they tend towards the advancement of all.
and their own profit.
Oh,
And because this is a regional one, it also notes that the priests of Abadar here are more focused on helping the people around financially. They've actually been known to share their wealth a bit to those in need.
Son of a bitch.
okay. Um. Okay, so yeah, and I relay all this information I find. It's like, so with that in mind, who in the right mind would want to get rid of these people? Like, they're
Erland.
basically.
Well,
I look at
obviously
Erlen and give him
Goblins.
eyes.
It wasn't Erland, he was with
Really?
us the entire time. He just doesn't like them because his deity is the exact opposite of Abadar.
Wait,
Sort
Erlen, you haven't.
of stands there and like sort of gestures to all of me, like. And does it look like I kind of get on with people who live in the middle of town, especially not bankers?
It's like living in London.
Right,
Look
right.
at
Okay.
London.
Yeah. I mean, but still though, like I feel like.
This feels like
these-
busy market, not burning houses.
Well, the burning sort of calmed down. People are actually dealing with the fires now, and you can hear some of the more normal sounds of the port town off in the distance near the
Fair enough.
harbor, because that wasn't really hit at all.
Oh, did we ever close off that pass that on the cliff face?
Yes, I had some guys go at it with pickaxes for a couple nights until they made it into a very steep slide.
Although I don't think that's how they came in, looking at the gate.
No, now,
No.
yeah, that's my next question. How the hell did they get past the gate? It
I'm
was on the walls.
assuming the magic users.
Well, we've got at least 4 men dead on the wall. There were more on it, but we haven't been able to account for them. Goblins might have taken them back for food. They're known to eat people.
Then we best hurry.
Well,
Probably
if they
already.
took them back, they're dead already.
Well, also, there's no one to take it back. Sorry, I'm eating food.
Sorry.
Finish
eat
your
first, swallow
mouthful.
Sorry,
and then...
we didn't have any time for food this morning, since we was kind of get up and go. So, really, the pocket bacon's the only thing we have.
first. It's like in character, you just leant over one of the stalls nearby, just jamming food in your mouth.
No, I'm all this food.
Like the body of the shopkeeper, like leant over it with like
No,
a goblin spear in his back or something. Like, well, he's not going to need it. I'm really hungry. I'm stressy.
I stress
No,
eat.
it's like pocket bacon shit. It's like me taking food out of my pocket and going nom 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 nom.
Cured meats you keep about your person.
Yes.
If it's
Yeah,
good
sorry.
enough for a monk, it's good enough for a dwarf.
Yeah, I mean, really, I can't figure out if there's any. Wait, hold on, and I read a little more. Episode streams to agreeable relations with other deities, recognizing their influence is conductive to further advancement of civilized life. He cultivates. Opposes out. Ganzria often opposes Alderia's actions. They're the judge, patron god of merchants. Others often associated with philosophy. Yeah, no, I really can't find anyone who directly opposes, like, except for this Gazuria or whatever. Yeah, I can't figure this shit out.
Perhaps it has nothing to do with another god.
I mean,
Or
you
perhaps
must
it's nothing
hate-
to do with that god.
Regardless, I think we'll get more information rather than just sitting here, going to those camps and finding something out. Maybe they left something behind.
Well, the village elders wouldn't have been here.
village elders. What?
Goblin villages have a village elder. A male and a female who are the leaders of the tribe. They wouldn't
Wouldn't
have
they
been
lead
here.
the fight? Actually, no, we didn't see anyone who looked very leady, except for those people. Oh, what if they were killed? And, and those people that we saw were the leaders then.
Goblins don't tend to follow humans without a reason. Assuming they were even human.
But that's what I'm saying. We don't know who they were and how they were doing anything.
Well, they certainly
Even
weren't
now.
goblins.
Yeah, exactly.
So they were like the two spellcasters left were legitimately like regular sized folks in hooded cowls and things. Yeah, it wasn't like a small creature.
Yeah, they
They
were
were
like sort of
wearing,
5'5" humanoid.
They were wearing like vibrantly white, like porcelain-looking style masks,
Okay.
and otherwise like fairly tight, like a darkish brown sort of.
Getting these
Guard
horrible
with, like,
Spirited Away
leather.
vibes.
And they had like tassels coming off of the edge of their mask.
Right.
With,
Okay.
like a
So
black and red sort of striped design.
for those of us unfamiliar with Assassin's Creed Odyssey,
Yeah, I was
these
about to
appear
say.
be cultists of Cosmos. Do we know any small Greek heroes around the place?
And I just
I
described
believe-
something I never knew of.
I believe there's a woman.
It's very close.
She has the spear of Leonidas, I believe.
Yes, this is something to do with eagles throwing yourself off things. I don't know.
I'm not sure. It's way, way in the south, though.
I just realized my books are not within reach while I wear my headset. Give me 1 second to grab those.
Also, those.
Wow, it's called Market Doors and Tests. They have a tax fest. They literally have a day. I mean, I knew this already,
Just
but
reading
there's
the
really a
book.
day about tax. Like,
Yeah, it's
tax
it's
collecting.
basically the god of commerce.
Yeah, Wow.
Balance and commerce.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah. No.
Damn.
Are you alright, Si? Have you just
Alright,
farted
sorry
and
about
upset
that.
yourself?
What?
Not you, Red.
What? What'd you say?
Have you
All I heard
farted
from
and
you,
upset
Simon, then
yourself?
was "God damn" and coughing. I was like, "Have you farted and upset yourself?"
Yeah, I've been coughing for like the past 5 minutes. It's that same damn cough that hasn't left at all.
My God!
Yeah.
I'm gonna take some of it.
Fucking hell, Bellhorn.
Excuse me. Fuck.
Okay, is
Very
would any of
gaseous
us-
tonight.
Would any of us like know if the sort of like the white mask and black and red sort of like trim to it? Would that be? Do any of us know if we've got any sort of like inkling whether that's to do with a different kind of deity or?
Sounds like
Religion?
an enemy from Legend of Zelda, honestly.
Should we make a knowledge check on that white mask?
Um,
I would love to know what that white mask, if it has any kind of iconography.
Iconography.
Iconography, what?
God damn it! You messed me up now too.
It was just the Phantom of the Opera attacking, okay?
There's the Phantom of the Opera. There's not anymore because he left.
go ahead and make me a
All of us? or-
knowledge. Anyone who wants to try.
Yeah.
History.
Knows what?
Either history or religion.
I am
Oh,
shit
I
at
got something in both.
Religion
I'm actually not
is
trained in either.
cock.
But I can't make the tip.
That's
That's
geography.
geography.
Ah, bitch!
Does that plus...
It's right above history.
That plus one does
Yes,
get
the
added.
+1 does it get added.
I mean, they're all zero. It's a knowledge check for anything. But if you want me to reroll, I will.
So all
Yes.
your knowledge checks are the same.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
literally
training
everything's
a
zero.
bonus.
I have no bonus to anything.
Yeah, how do you know?
I'm
Knowledge religion.
have-
You're a cleric.
No, I have no bonus to anything.
I have
How
one.
are you
How's
not
that not
trained
a
in knowledge
skill?
religion?
I have a proficiency in it, yeah,
Okay.
but not any. But I have proficiency in history and religion, so. But neither of them actually have any pluses in them.
That's a natural 20.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh, wait, do crits apply to skill?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. Damn.
So if I were able to roll a nat 20 on my bluff, that made it to, with modifiers, was a DC 30, and someone had a perception roll of also nat 20, but their DC roll wasn't 30,
Then you would beat them.
who wins?
Okay, say that
The
again.
higher number.
I'm sorry.
It would
I was
even
under
out as the
impression
higher
that
number,
skill
yeah.
checks- I was under the impression that skill checks aside from craft didn't have crits.
They do.
To
They
my
do.
knowledge, every
It's-
roll you make can have a
I
crit.
was gonna say in Pathfinder, the way it was always sort of explained was like critical fails and successes don't really work in skill checks unless you want them to in your.
They basically, I'm going to roll. They can, but it will be thematically appropriate.
Okay.
Like if you're making, like for example, oh I don't know, you're a blacksmith, you're making a dagger, any critical success, then yeah, it can be like a +1 dagger starting out. But if it's like you're rolling, oh I don't know, a knowledge check and you get a critical success, and there's, you know, it might be like
Yeah,
a very relevant or very minor detail that people, you know, wouldn't know really otherwise, or it might just be, you know, like what that is.
Right. So, like for the example of Erland, the only reason I rolled there is because I had it as a proficiency. I don't have any ranks in any of my knowledge skills, other
Yeah.
than I mean I do, but not history or religion. And I went with history because
Oh, I can put ranks in my stuff. I forgot about that.
yes, you leveled up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Builds has still leveling up. The
Belden
only
doesn't do
knowledge
it
roll
after
is
the
level.
session.
So yeah, like with the example of that, just the only reason I rolled that is because I was trained in it. But so that I wouldn't expect that to give me like the answers to everyone's deepest, like to exactly what we were after. Just have that as a, like, oh yeah, like I kind of know of it.
Yeah, you've heard of it probably, but
Well, that's what I mean. I
you don't
wouldn't-
know the entire workings of their organization or anything. It's just
I-
like,
yeah,
I think that
I
sounds
don't-
familiar.
I don't accept or expect. Sorry, not accept.
Or both.
I don't expect a natural 20 on a skill check to give me like phenomenal result.
Yeah, I think like knowledge checks, it would be situational. So, for example, if Belhen rolled a religion at 20, then potentially he could, because He's a cleric.
He's a motherfucking cleric.
Yeah, so it makes sense. But you're a. Let's be honest. You're a hobo.
Oi,
You're pleb. Is what you
hermit.
meant to say.
Hermit. Yeah, you're a hermit. So you might
All
know a
this
bit of
hobo
history, but
rubbish.
you know.
Hobo?
No hobo.
You are
no
okay.
hobo.
At least we're not murder hobos yet. Yeah.
We don't have a
There
home
is
yet.
always time.
I'm trying to find the thingy. Where is it? Hey, it's good. Alright. So, is anyone else gonna make a roll, or?
The only person
I'm
left is
not
Serena.
I'm not
Do you want me
trained
to
in any of
re-roll?
these knowledge checks.
Okay.
Do you want me to
It's the
re-roll?
same modifier, right, Bellin?
Yeah, everything's 0 for me, so.
Okay, so I'll use that. So Ezra does not recognize anything about these.
Aside from I
Belvin-
sliced them up about 15 minutes ago.
You know that that's sort of like a very distinct mask probably means a cult of some kind.
I've
That
not been
was-
awake a
so,
very
yeah.
long time, so it makes sense.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. And, well, like, it's not a you think it is, it's more of a it usually is.
Usually
Hint, hint,
is.
wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
It would make
Yeah.
sense if they were a cult, sort of thing.
And Erland, as for a place, yeah, fuck it, a place to investigate. You have heard of another place of worship for all religions. So, where anyone, so long as they don't, harm any of the others there, would be the Windsong Abbey, which I'm going to pull you really quickly to the map,
Ooh.
so that way you can see where it is.
Oh, so it's not too far north, but we'd have to go around.
Mm-hmm.
La bollocks.
Just, get rid of that route.
Wait, why can't I get night? Oh, did I put it? I just forgot to put ranks in my skills last level up. Oops.
Yeah, Cole is
I've-
just sort of still sitting there, like, hand on his chin, other arm crossed over his chest, like,
Stroking his chin
just
beard.
thinking it over. He is stroking his beard, yes.
But not a
Ooh.
chin beard.
Is he a neckbeard?
Not quite. It's like sideburns going around,
Mate.
down, meeting up with the beard.
The
It's not
captain
too
of the
thick.
guard cannot be a neckbeard.
Oh, so he's got mutton chops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Gibbs?
Is that the right word for it? Comes down, comes all the way around the side, yeah.
Chin strap.
Yeah, chin strap. That's the word for it. And a nice mustache that just sort of blends into it as well.
Does he look like a Frenchman?
No.
Okay.
If he did, he'd have to come to blood.
It's a more Geralt of Rivia type beard. But not full as that.
Not quite as well. It depends on when.
Like early on in The Witcher 3.
Well, The Witcher 3 has a full beard, which is then shaved down, and I think you can go for a mutton chop look, but it looks fucking awful on him. It really does.
More like, oh, here's a decent picture of some random guy with the style that I'm talking about.
Captain Price?
No.
Not Kevin Price. More Soap McTavish.
Actually, yeah.
So,
What kind of bloody
Like
name's
Soap,
Soap
I
anyway?
think.
Oh,
That's
can we just say for canon reasons that that's what Cole looks like?
Fuck it. But
Yeah, that's
black hair
big.
instead of the blonde, or instead of the orange.
Blonde. He's a handsome fellow.
Black hair instead of the red hair.
Ezra is intrigued.
Ezra is aroused?
Ezra done gone lax in full beard.
Quick, fade to black, fade to black.
Well, are you going to tell anyone else about what you know, Erland?
I'm writing it down.
Okay.
What, you're
And
gonna?
legitimately, I was writing it down and didn't quite get to the stage where I could write the name of the place down. So it was a who now?
Windsong Abbey.
Downton Abbey.
Windsong.
What's the difference? The Queen's probably
There's
not going to
quite
visit.
one, actually.
Actually, that's a point. Sandpoint. It like Magnum is the capital. Is there like a queen or a king?
Magma.
Or...
Ish.
Magma.
So Vithia is largely a lot of freeholds that form a loose connection to each other. There isn't a sort of king and queen.
So it's kind of like a
Well,
coalition
Also,
of.
there's the entire northern
There
part of
are. There is a queen. She's not the queen of the whole place yet,
But it's more of a coalition of counties.
She-
Sort of
She's
thing.
not. She's not quite. She's not quite a queen.
northern
She's a
half of the
queen.
country
She's a queen.
Is controlled by barbarian tribes, essentially.
She's
Yeah,
not a queen
it's,
of the entire area yet, so she's a queen.
There's actually a bit of a rivalry between 3 cities currently trying to figure out which one's capital. Corvosa, which is down way the hell in the southeast. Magmar, which is like right next to you guys, and Riddleport, which is north of you guys. Like at the north of the inlet, basically, or the Gulf.
Of
Which
Mexico.
you are at. Not quite.
You never know.
Okay. There's not anywhere I can think of, or anything I can think of tied directly to these sort of masks and symbology. But I do know there's a location to the north called Windsong Abbey, which is similar to Sandpoint Cathedral, where an awful lot of religions are worshipped.
I mean, they. I feel like, just from what I feel like they're cultists of some sort. I feel like we have to research. I feel like we should do a little more looking into what kind of cults, if there's any known cults, that might.
Well, I have a few suggestions for a plan of action.
This.
We deal with the goblins first, so they don't come back.
I would like breakfast.
Bolan, pocket bacon.
Wait,
Just clap at him.
I only have this left, and I lift up this bacon in my hand.
Look,
Like, it's the
already
bit
gave you
that's
my
been licked
crossbow.
and
What makes
chewed,
you think
like
I'm
that,
feeding you as well?
Fine.
Yeah,
Breakfast
it is.
first, then goblins. Then, when we get back, we investigate the office of the priest of Abadar, see if there's anything written in there about it. Maybe there's a library or something in the cathedral. We investigate a little bit, and then we head off to Windsong tomorrow morning or whatever.
What, you think investigating is going to take all day?
I don't fucking know, but clearing out the goblins, mate.
It's true. If we're going to rummage around the camps, if there's any left.
And if there's a village elder or whatever, let me talk to them. Might be able to convince them to piss off.
them?
I might be able to convince them to give us some information, or at the very least, bugger off.
Oh, do I get a Billy score?
Yes.
Sorry,
Yes, it's level 4.
So you get one.
Know that. I
Yeah.
literally don't.
You get a single ability
Yeah.
point, as opposed to Pathfinder where you get 2. Or 5e where you
5e.
get 2.
Ah, okay, just one.
But how does that plan sound, Cole?
That'll be fine. My guys are going to be busy pretty much the rest of the day, well, doing what we can here, and he just sort of waves his arm around and gestures to the general destruction.
Yeah, that gate's gonna need repairing.
One of the things of note, by the way, oh god, what was it called? The white deer is
That's-
actually on this map.
Completely leveled.
And yes, it is. It's ash and some blackened timbers now. There's not much left.
He's gonna have to reopen it and rename it the Charred Deer. And that's killed Cyvern.
It was only called the White Deer because a group of Marines rode up the river and set fire to it some years ago, so they had to keep whitewashing it.
That's it.
Right, well, you lot can go and get food. I really don't have an appetite. I need to go see the alchemist.
What for?
I found something that might be very helpful for me, and as she says that she's gonna pocket a couple pieces of paper.
Fair enough. Don't buy any of his potions. I don't trust him.
Oh, you mean these potions?
Keep him away from me.
Just pulls out the.
It's like waving one nearby Ezra. Like, ooh, ooh.
I'm also gonna pull the one I have as well as the bottle of alcohol, which is words.
I mean, the bottle of alcohol heals me. Makes me immortal.
Not going in your hands anymore.
Makes me immortal.
Makes me doubly immortal.
I'm just gonna carefully wrap that back up and hide it back in my bag.
Red, can I get 3 variants of immortality, please? I'll be the Monkey King of Journey to the West.
No, you're not turning into fucking Sun Wukong. Bad. Quit it.
I mean, if he gets that, then you also have to give him the monkey's paw as well.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the chaos that would happen though? With the monkey's paw
Yeah,
in
but
his hand?
it'll all rebound back to him anyways. So you know.
Eventually.
Eventually, maybe.
If we had,
The monkey's
Back
paw
to
is
the
a
Rusty
definite
Dragon.
Yeah.
Get some breakfast. Possibly a bit of healing magic from our cleric. Head back out and go to fucking talk to the village elders of the Goblin Village, or slaughter them, whichever they prefer.
Alright.
On the way back, I want to stop at the armory. That would be open right now, right?
Yes it would actually.
Awesome.
yeah, I might stop that way as well.
Get a
What
new
in
crossbow.
particular do you need to, talk about?
Deal with Runic's thing first. I need to look something up.
Alright.
Okay, so since we, if we're heading back to have breakfast, then if we're treating that as like the level up from last session, then I'm gonna sit down, get rid of Jotunus, and resummon him as a bipedal humanoid.
Oh my
So
god!
I need to get him a sword or something. So I'm just gonna
Did you give him,
pop,
did you
pop
give him the
into
evolution
just.
point to actually use weapons?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
He got 7 evolution points this rank up, and he ended up with ability increase, increased armor, and weapon. So I just want to stop by and pick him up a. I think I was gonna go with spear, either spear or like morning star or something. Let me just check.
Alright. Yeah, they would be available for their usual price.
Bless you.
Sorry about that.
Gesundheit. Okay, look, I'll just take the gold off and then head back to the thing rather than.
Alright.
Okay, and it's that you buying a sword.
Yeah, buying a weapon for Jonas.
Cool. I will wait until Erland has gone and be a little bit surprised about Jonas now walking on 2 feet. Does he still have the 10-foot range?
No, I did. I couldn't afford to give him range.
Okay, so the accordion has gone for now.
It does look like he's wearing like half plate though.
Fair enough. And once he's gone, I will make a custom request for a 7-foot long greatsword. With a rather large, thick handle. I'm imagining it's going to be a
Smith just sort of
custom
looks
request.
at you very.
It's for a friend.
Okay.
He's quite large.
Alright.
Skinwalker. Wait, what?
How much is that likely to be?
Right?
Greatsword.
He's a great sword.
Great sword.
A longsword at 7 foot long. Jesus fucking Christ, Red.
Red, at least you didn't ask for a bastard sword. Actually, the great sword's a better weapon than the bastard sword.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, because it's two-handed. But it's
Well,
just
no,
two-handed.
The bastard sword can be wielded two-handed.
Can be,
Yeah.
yes.
It's the bastard sword's essentially a hand and a half.
How much gold would that be, and would I have to pay some up front?
Yes, you would have to pay up front.
How much?
Let's see.
Because a normal greatsword is 50 gold pieces in the book. However, this is not a normal greatsword.
He's gonna charge you 75 gold.
75? That'll do me nicely. Shit, now I need to do maths. Calculator.
Let's see. A greatsword does standard 2d6.
For small.
So, oh my good.
For medium, it's 1d10.
Yeah, for medium it is
1d12, actually. Is it
no
one?
2d6.
Yeah,
2d6.
medium's 2d6. The bastard sword's the 1d10.
Oh yeah, medium's
So
2d6.
medium of 2d6
Small is 1d10, yeah.
is a large of, oh my god, 3d6.
It is quite a large greatsword.
It is. Oh god. Alright.
Wait, is he getting a large greatsword or a medium greatsword?
A
He's
large.
getting a large size.
7
greatsword.
foot long blade.
All right.
Well, 7
enjoy
foot
that
in
-4.
length.
Enjoy that -4 to attack.
Yeah, an improperly sized weapon.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's a -2 for each size category.
It's not for me.
Was it -2? I thought it was minus. No, exotic.
No,
is
it's
minus.
-2 for each. For exotic, it is -4.
That brings me down to
If you don't have
119
proficiency.
gold.
Actually, no. Oh, non-proficiency is just -4,
Yeah.
but it would also apply if it's not the right size.
So that would be what, a -8 if I tried to use it? Well, a
no,
-9
-6.
including my minus strength.
Well, -6 standard.
Alright.
It's 2 per size category difference.
Are bards not proficient with martial weapons?
Yeah, but
He
it's
is.
a very large sword.
So yeah, it would only actually be -2. You could actually. I just had a thought. A fighter that wields like a Final Fantasy style Buster sword.
Just give me Cloud Sword, fuck it.
Oh god.
To be fair,
What type of sword would that be?
Buster.
It would be a
Well, no,
great.
it's
Well, yeah,
called
it'd be a
Buster
great
Bolt
sword.
in game, but what would
It
it
would be
actually
like a-
be?
It'd be like a large size greatsword. So like
Kind of like this one, just
Yeah.
different shape. I'll send you a picture of the shape that I want, that I would have described to the
Okay.
blacksmith. He probably is quite confused as to why a 6'3" person is asking for a 7-foot greatsword.
He is very.
I don't pay him to think, I'm paying him to make the sword.
Wow.
Damn. Get to work, peasant.
I'm paying him 75 gold. It's a lot of fucking money.
Fun fact, by the way, the bastard sword is an exotic weapon.
Oh.
It is. Only when it's held with one hand. If you hold it with two hands, it's a martial weapon.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think they note
I
that.
think that's also why it deals less damage than the greatsword, because it can be held with one hand.
Yeah, it gives you the flexibility
Yeah.
of using it one-handed whilst holding a shield, for example.
Ah.
Hmm.
Because D10 damage whilst you've got a shield up is useful.
Can't you still wear a buckler while using a two-handed weapon?
Um,
So
you don't
Can't
think
use
so.
actual
Shit.
like bucklers are tiny. Don't give you much, but
Yeah,
They are,
bucklers-
but I know gunslingers
Much
still use
shield
bucklers with their firearms.
No, you can use a. Actually, yeah,
bucklers are like having a plate of metal strapped to your hand.
you can, but you take a -1 penalty on attack rolls. And you lose the AC bonus until your next turn if you use a weapon
Yeah.
with it in your hand. Yeah.
But yes, after I've done that order and paid the gold and described what I want the sword to look like, etc., I will head off to the Rusty Dragon.
All right then.
My money pouch much fucking lighter.
Much lighter. Anyone else doing things around town?
I'd like to go see the alchemist.
All right. He would indeed be in.
Yeah.
The back blowing things up.
Yes. The usual smell. Well, I say usual. It's a nice peppermint smell this time. And some nice pink
Smells
smoke
lovely.
just sort of faintly up in the ceiling.
He's trying peppermint this time.
I'm gonna open up one of the windows near the door and then just walk towards the counter.
He hears you open up the window and just sort of pokes his head out, and then goes back, and then
No,
comes out, heads towards the counter. Ah, yes. What can I do for you, friend?
I need a crafting kit.
He's not met Serena yet. The only two he's met is me and Erland.
Yeah. What about it?
Oh no, I'm just saying. Now all he needs to meet is Belhan.
Crafting kit. An alchemist crafting kit? I'd
Yes.
imagine.
Yes. I fancy a bit of dabbling into that craft. Just a sudden spur of the moment decision.
Starts vomiting
Well,
spiders.
let me tell you, and he waggles his finger at you, it's a dangerous craft. You need to be careful.
Something in the back
I'm sure it'll be
explodes.
fine.
No, but there is a very loud, like, whistling, like a tea kettle sort of sound coming from back there. And he's just completely ignoring it.
You might want to check that.
Oh, no, that'll be fine.
Sounds like Victor.
Just like a dismissive wave of the hand.
Right.
And he goes back and digs through the, I have one of these around here somewhere, I swear. Aha! Thunk. And he drops like this big trunk onto the table.
Oh. Oh, good lord. I need all this just to make what's on that paper?
You said a alchemist's lab, right?
No, not a lab, just a crafting kit.
Oh. I don't think we have those. No, you sort of need most of this equipment to make potions and that.
I'm just gonna hold out the paper. I'm not trying to make potions, and I'm gonna put it on the table. And the paper is a manuscript for making bombs.
Oh god.
I found this on one of the goblins, and I wanted to try it out.
Did you, or did you just take a perk?
Shh, role play.
Okay, so you did actually take a level of that out of character?
Yeah, I took the.
Okay.
I took the.
Yeah. So he goes, you want one of those? Okay. And just sort of like, like pulls the trunk like inch by inch, and then as the last end of it leaves the table, it just goes, boom.
Puts the trunk on the floor
Onto the
and then just
ground.
pulls out a single small bag. Here you go. What? Huh?
Yeah,
I
and
think it's like 50 fucking pounds.
40 pounds actually.
The book says 50. The lab weighs
alchemist
40.
lab.
Yeah, the lab weighs 40. The kit by itself is 50.
Jesus, what the fuck?
I actually don't have a kit for alchemists in this. Not in my book. This is only the core book though. So.
Yeah, I'm in Ultimate Equipment. The crafting kit is
Okay.
assumed to have all the material components needed for his extracts, mutagens, and bombs, except those components that have a specific cost. Crafting kit provides no bonuses for craft alchemy checks. It's just required to do it.
Let me quickly. What do you say it was? A crafting kit?
Yeah, crafting kit. So you got the lab.
Crafting kit.
Yeah, you got the lab, the crafting kit, and the portable lab.
Okay.
Unless you want to rule that the lab can do the same thing.
I think that the alchemy lab can, but I'm not certain. Kit.
It just says here it gives the lab by itself is a +2 bonus on craft alchemy. No bearing on costs required for the skill. Without it, they're assumed to have enough to make the lab, the stuff without the +2.
Yeah, okay.
And the portable one is just a +1, 7 +2. but neither of them say anything about making mutagens, extracts, and bombs.
Mutants, what are you gonna make
Kit
witches?
alchemy crafting. I take it that's the one you're looking at, right?
I guess. Yeah, if it's putting kit at start, then yeah, that should be the same thing.
Yeah.
Cost
Alchemy
20, weight
crafting kit.
50.
And he is just sort of digging around. By the way, that whole tea kettle sound that I mentioned earlier, yeah, it's getting to a higher pitch.
You
I'm
gonna
gonna cover my ears because it's really starting to hurt.
Yeah, and he just sort of comes up and aha, and he's got like this little like like a little 5-inch by 5-inch box, and he just sort of holds it up and puts it onto the counter. I think it's one of these that you're looking for, correct?
I pick it up and test the weight. I'm not sure.
It feels decently hefty.
I'm gonna open up and look inside then.
It's got like it's a whole bunch of little like sectioned off boxes, and they've got various like labeled bits like ingredients and whatnot in it. It's also got
Don't
in like a little
think so,
side
Bellin?
passage. No, not yet. It's also got like in a little side passage, like a couple of oh god, what's the word? Tweezers? Like, yeah, basically, like for grabbing stuff. A little mixing rod, and at the bottom are a couple of vials. Fairly small ones, but should do for what you need.
Alright, I think this is it. I'll be honest with you, I've never actually touched alchemical stuff before.
Ah, yes. Well, especially with the ones that you're talking about, it is, like I said, a very dangerous craft. Poof! And there's just a big, rolling, lime green cloud that comes out of the room.
Bollocks!
I'd like to
The
dodge it.
whistling stops, and he jumps.
Yeah, I'd like to dodge that.
You'd like to what?
I'd like to dodge it, please.
It's yeah. You just sort of duck. It's staying at the ceiling, basically. And he just sort of
Bollocks!
looks over and goes, "Huh, that should have been blue." Oh well.
It's like the
But
potions
yes,
should have been fucking
25
red.
gold.
25 gold? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give him the gold and I'm gonna quickly take my kit and leave.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good luck,
yes.
friend, and remember, a dangerous craft. And he's gonna
Right.
run into the side room as you can hear the whistle starting again.
Good God, he's gonna get me killed, isn't he?
Probably. You just inhaled quite a lot of fumes that probably are not for human consumption.
Well, good thing I'm not human then.
Okay, let me rephrase that. For anyone's consumption.
Like I said, they were mainly like they all were rising basically. All of the cloud of smoke, it was sticking near the ceiling. It was fairly easy to stay under.
Alright, with that, I'm gonna head back to the Rusty Dragon and see if there's an instruction manual with this damn thing.
You do notice actually, like when the explosion happened and you looked away, he did like tuck like into a little nook a beginner's guide to alchemy pamphlet in there.
Maybe he's not an asshole. What's this I'm feeling? I don't hate somebody for once.
Holy Jesus.
Oh my god, is he some sort of dryad made out of flowers that can...
Yeah, the last
Oh
time you felt
my
like that was
me.
when there was flowers around.
We'll save. We'll save.
Yeah, we'll save against the exploded potion.
It's a love potion.
No.
Oh my me.
Accidentally made the same thing as the flowers. No. So then, anyone else have anything to do before you all meet up with the Rusty Dragon?
I think I know what Belhan wants to do, and that's eat breakfast.
I thought he was eating breakfast.
That's true.
Or are you talking Belhan?
Eating breakfast at like fucking.
Well, here's the thing. There's Belhin and then there's Belhin. Also, it's decently early in the morning, like 8-ish.
Yeah, it's still that's
The sun's like just up.
Fuck it, we'll grab some breakfast.
Because this all happened like just at daybreak, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
it was a dawn attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, did I get a time frame on my greatsword?
Should be done in about 7 foot of steel. Oh, by the end of the day.
Fucking hell, this guy works fast.
Yeah, he works fast.
Yeah, he's
Did-
also got
did
2
Ezra pay for
assistants,
priority?
and you did pay him like 75 gold for it.
That is fair.
But was that for a priority order?
I should fucking hope so.
Also, by the end of the day, I didn't mean by when the sun set, I meant by about midnight.
So I can pick it up tomorrow morning.
Yeah. He's very proud of his craft.
He's pretty fucking good at it as
And
well,
he enjoys
apparently.
it too. I mean, you sort of have to be in a little backwater like this.
That's fair.
Because, if your stuff doesn't work up, either A, someone gets killed, or B, someone comes after you with it.
So A, someone gets killed, or B, you get killed.
It can happen. But yeah, so everyone's just sort of meeting up at the Rusty Dragon.
I think that is the plan.
Alrighty then. So as all of you just sort of trickle into the Rusty Dragon.
Oh,
it's,
I'm muted, so no one hears what I've been saying this entire time.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
I was saying, we would probably be doing something after we get paid because we currently, we should probably wait until we get money. So
Yeah,
we
I
just-
imagine Cole didn't have any money on him at the time.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, we
go-
got paid last session for the stuff that we'd done when we come back and divvied it out.
We've got some money.
Right, we have some money. Yeah.
So if once we've dealt with the goblin problem and come back, I'm sure Cole or the mayor will be happy to pay us.
That's what I'm saying. We, be nice to have a little more money after we get done with this. Anyway, yeah. Continue, Red. Sorry.
Mhm.
You were saying something. I interrupted you. Continue what you were saying.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So, as I was just actually counting up how many goblins there was. But yeah, so as you all get in back to the Rusty Dragon, there are a lot more people in here. Some of them seem to be like sheltering, not really drinking much, just sort of sitting there. It's a very somber mood.
Well, I
Couple people
imagine
crying in the corner.
people aren't going to be going to the White Deer, so the Rusty Dragon has just got a bump.
Yep.
And if
There
I
are
burn
other
down
bunkers.
Cracktooth's Tavern, then there's pretty much nowhere else they could go. Do you think if I got shares in this and then burnt down Cracktooth...
That would be insurance fraud.
How would that be insurance fraud?
You get shares in the. Oh wait. Never mind.
Shares in the Rusty Dragon, so I earn profits
Yeah, no,
from the
I
Rusty
think-
Dragon and then burn down the
Wait, look at that,
competition.
Yeah, I thought you said get shares in the Rusty Dragon, then burn down the Rusty Dragon so you get the insurance money.
Oh, Cracktooth... No, they probably won't like me. I think
Yeah,
the
that's
hagfish is also a...
The hagfish is the booze there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so food's just a couple gold, 2 gold actually, each person, for a nice breakfast of your guys' choice, because, well, you did help save the town. And word did travel a little bit fast that you were some of the only people running in the other direction to all of the screaming civilians. Are you muted again, Belhin, or is nobody talking? Oh, not there. you
No, I'm talking. I was gonna say. I'm trying to find your notes. My notes on your game. I'm trying to find. Because I am trying to meet, and we talk to interrogate sort of he follows us, so we chase him and stop him. Where is James? Can I attempt to find James?
Yeah. After a couple minutes of well, mainly a minute, just sort of looking through faces in the tavern. You do spot him sitting amongst a group of younger, well, like just turned men, and they're all talking
James!
in like a sort of quiet tone. So he looks up at you and he hears you speak.
Yell across the room.
I would have thought he would have had another reaction, but okay. James, hey, James.
Yes, yes.
How's things going? We got back a few nights, yesterday, I think.
Yeah, it would have been yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's
got
been
back
going
yesterday.
good. It was going good.
Well, I
And
mean,
him
obviously
and like
before.
the other three people around the table just sort of look down at their glasses. A couple of them take some very long swigs.
Right, right. I, I, okay. Damn it, there's the other people.
You're right there, Bellin.
Shit. I was gonna. Yeah, no. Sorry. Do you want to talk over here?
You sound like
Um,
you're going to flirt with him.
we're talking now.
Right. Yeah. Do you mind coming up with me? Just follow me. And I just start walking up to where I was sleeping. So you got
It-
Sure.
Is
And
Bellin, what did I miss? I walked away
sort
for a
of
minute, and
looks
now
at
Bellhin's trying to coerce
the other
someone into a
three
bedroom.
shrugs.
It sounds very much like he just wants to talk to him privately, not to shag him. But there you go. That's me
Puts down
taking the
his,
fairly obvious route.
Yeah. Puts down his glass and follows you up the stairs.
And Ezra's gonna go, oi, look at this.
Fuck.
I'm not going to pay any attention. I'm just going to build my catalyst.
Okay.
Finally, first I get the manuscript and the how-to guide.
Yeah. When I go up there, I go in my room, close the door, once he comes in, and go. So obviously, before all this stupid shit happened, with the goblins, which, yeah. Before all that, how did the resistance going?
What you mean now?
Yeah, I mean
With Golan's
before.
age?
I mean
Or
before.
before?
Is there still an issue, or it seems with Cole have things gone better?
Uh, now see, everything seems to be going good. Cole's cleaning up the streets of the, actual miscreants.
Okay.
No, no, he wouldn't
How's
say miscreants. The criminals and
Ragamuffins.
yeah? Do do you do you know if there are still any corrupt but unknown? Um, what's the word for it? Basically, do you know if there's any more corrupted guards on on the side of the guards?
No, not that I know of. Like I said, Cole seems to have gotten pretty much all of them.
Okay, all right. That takes that part off. So all right. All right. Well, anything happened while we were gone, other than Cole clean shit up? We were gone for some time. We were
Just
doing
over a
business
week.
in another town. So
No, not much. Besides the goblins, you know,
right.
the whole thing today.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Okay. Do you need any help? Do you have a place like? Have you? Do you usually stay in the tavern? Like, where do you stay? Like.
I've got a house in town with some of my friends.
Okay. So you're good. I just want to,
Yeah,
double check
yeah.
on you. Okay. Just yeah. Okay. Cool. That's all I want to ask. I didn't want to talk about the resistance, and I kind of do quotations like since it's kind of gone. I wasn't sure, so wanted to primarily talk to you. All right, and I open my door. All right, good talk to you at least. And I we walk down. I go back downstairs
Alone or followed?
with him. Like I go downstairs with him.
God, that must have been a quickie.
God damn it. Fucking
You know Ezra's mind would go there.
yeah. Do you want a drink, by the way? Or any more of a drink?
You're supposed to buy him a drink first.
No, we're good.
Okay, just checking. All right, man. Good talking to you. And I go off and I find where the rest of the group seems to be sitting around. Actually, who's there? Is everyone at the table? Wherever table is. Are people all gathered around?
I'm at the table. I'm currently making catalysts.
You're at the table currently making callus?
Bomb catalyst, yes. I think I'm making everyone around me a bit nervous as well.
Wait, what the fuck?
So the
Are you
description
just
for the
making this in like the middle of the tavern or in an actual room?
no, I'm making this in the tavern.
In the middle of the main room.
Well, not in the middle of the main room. Probably on a table to the side, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh, right, I see. You're trying to explain to Jonas why he should wear a helmet now that he looks like the Night King.
So,
I'm sorry, what did I miss?
In Roll20.
Oh. Oh my god. Hat, helmet, hell, might want to wear a full-on face mask.
The
I think he's still
Phantom of the
dead.
Opera is here. So has Belham
wait,
come
is
back
Jonas
over?
actually changed the look?
He's
human.
bipedal now.
Well, human.
He's
But-
more human.
He's
look-
humanoid.
He looks like the Link that
He looks like the
posted
Night
in
King.
chat. Yeah, it's like the Night King
Wait, is
from
Rick-
Game of Thrones. No, he had to run AFK.
Oh damn it! Okay, I'll wait to react to him. Can we assume Yerlin's not there yet, or something like that?
I mean, they could have taken a longer route from the armory.
Yeah. We'll say
Okay.
they took a nice relaxing stroll.
With
Yeah,
the
can
Night
we-
Party
King.
kind. Not the
Just 'cause
active
I have-
kind.
Just so I can react to
Were they
Yerlin.
prancing through the sakura petals, the cherry blossoms?
Oh god.
So, Belham,
So, yeah.
you've come over to the table now, have you?
Yeah, I sit down at the table with you two, I suppose, and look out over at the fucking what's.
The somewhat spoken alchemist kit.
Yeah, I look at the alchemist go. What the hell is with
You just see silent cursing
this?
word. Fucking shit! Come on!
So,
Get in
Serena,
there.
what are you doing?
I'm making bombs.
Say it louder. I'm not sure the
Wait,
entire bar
wait,
heard you.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
the closest tables just sort of like look over at you concerned, then go back to their drinks.
Wait,
Don't
wait,
worry
wait.
about it, mate.
Okay,
I'm sure she
right.
knows what she's doing.
The next time we run into a pride of goblins, I want to have a backup plan. Okay? I refuse to do that one-on-one bullshit again.
I'm fairly
Okay.
sure she's reading the instructions.
Oh, wait,
Right.
they're upside down. Motherfucker.
Oh no. Okay. All right. Ezra.
Maybe finish your drinks
Ezra.
quickly.
Ezra, what'd you do? Have you found any more information out, or did you go get something?
I went to order something. By the
Okay.
way, how long have you and him been an item?
Who?
Oh, you know who. Did this start before we went to Nibor?
What?
Person you just took upstairs.
What? Do you mean James?
Yeah. You and him an item now?
No, you fucking dumbass! I fucking. Am I? Where am I at the table? Am I like to the left of him, or am I across the table from him?
Across the table.
Hold on. Let me see if I have a spell real quick.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, you two are across the table from each other, whereas Serena's
fucking-
just sort of to the side of
Serena's
it.
sort of to the side in between us.
Yeah.
Boy, if you two start having a spat, I swear to God, I'm going to throw one of these on you.
I'm pretty sure if he throws anything at me, it might explode in this place.
Yeah,
Especially with all this shit lying around the place. Fucking hell.
Okay. No. I fucking went up there and talked to him and see if there was any see if there was anything with the gods and if the gods have strained up or not.
Right. And I wink with one eye at him. So.
I fall and I cast command out.
Go ahead and give me a will save.
Fucking sake.
Oh, Bellin, did you check
This
yourself to
never
make sure you
works.
don't have...
You fall out of your chair and straight into the ground.
As Philip says fall, you just sort of flop to the side out of your chair and just hit the ground on your shoulder.
And it just like
Hey,
rub
And
my
you're stuck
temple.
there for a couple seconds.
And I rub my temple and I look over at Serena. Can you believe him?
It did actually shake the table a bit when he hit the ground, by the way.
Also, you're asking
like, pick up the
Serena
two
if she
tablets
can
I'm still
believe
working on.
me. Yes, of course she can. She knows me.
What did you say?
I said I'm gonna pick. As the table's rattling, I'm gonna pick up the 2 incomplete catalysts and breathe a sigh of relief that they didn't fucking explode. Dylan, did you remember to uncheck the spell failure box next to your caster level?
Wait, what? Check my what?
As a divine caster, you don't get spell failure.
Get spelled. Well, you didn't come through when you said that.
As a divine spellcaster, you don't have a spell failure chance when it comes to armor.
Right. Do I have to uncheck a box or something for that?
Yeah, it's next to your level up stuff.
Oh,
Like your
next
class
to
level. And it'll be like SF, and there's a box underneath.
Oh, I have to check that.
No, uncheck it.
Yeah, so it's been unchecked.
I don't think I get
Then
spell failure
check
either,
it.
do I?
Try checking it, and then
No,
command or something.
Viking, you do because you're an arcane spellcaster.
Oh, but I'm in light armor anyway, so it doesn't affect me.
Not
Wait.
too much. Light armor was like a 5% chance or something like that. Now,
Configuration.
what did I
at the
tell
very
you?
end.
I told you to take this shit outside. If I dropped one of these, you know what would have happened?
Okay,
Grinding
sorry.
chairs as
It
the
just-
table nearby
when
starts walking out.
When I just
Yeah,
see,
Most of the other guys nearby have just sort of like quietly gotten up and snuck over to other tables further away. The tables closest to you all are now empty.
I apologize. I did not mean for. I didn't think it would shake the table when he tried falling, or when I made him fall. Okay.
One day, I shall make you regret it.
Yeah, and one day, hopefully, you'll not be you.
That sounds like a threat.
Which one?
Which one?
You know what? I'm not going to get involved in this, and I'm just going to go back to quietly making my phone.
Ezra, but seriously though, like I went up there and I checked with him on how things were on that end, and it seems like Cole's actually done a good job at cleaning things up here.
Actually, hang on. How many
So-
command spells do you get per day?
Well, since I leveled up, I had one more today.
Well,
Otherwise,
you
I'm out.
used 2 during the fight.
Yeah, I get total 4.
Okay.
So you only have one left.
Yeah.
Unless Red wants to give us just say, fuck it, give us everyone a long rest in the past 5 minutes.
Yeah,
No.
not likely to
5
happen.
minutes is not a long rest.
Yeah, no. But with the level up, now I have because before I had 3 in total in a day, and now I have 4 in total a day.
Okay.
For first level, and I'm using first level spells here. So if I really wanted to, I can pop into that second level, but I'm no.
What about healing?
But cure light wounds. But I also have, I think I have 2 of those. I have actually 3 channel energies a day.
Because I could use some health.
I look around. How many people in our area look pretty fucked up, or maybe hurt?
Mainly
Ow.
just him. Nobody
Maybe
else
just him?
really is. They've
Just drink
I mean,
your
the clothes a bit
potion.
dirty.
Not gonna happen.
Drink
And
it, or I'll force it down your gullet.
You can
And I
try.
might force one of these bombs down your gullet too. See what happens.
okay, so all right, well, yeah, if you are pre-her, I can help with that. I mean, look around, I'm like,
I'm at like 2/3 health, so
yeah, I kind of hold my symbol and I kind of like go under my shirt and kind of hold the symbol and think, and then the energy kind of just like I would imagine it's like a burst of energy, kind of like a small wave comes out of me, and
Yeah,
then
it is like a bit of a wave of energy,
and
Wave of
then
divine energy.
and everyone
every
just sort
and
of
then,
turns and looks around, and then tries to figure out where it has come from, basically.
and then I look at you like you feeling a little better. I think I have to roll the I think it's 4D. Oh, I know, I have a thing for this. I have a channel energy. That day, 16 health.
yay! I'm full health again. I only needed 11.
Yeah, I I love this fucking thing.
Now that you've figured out how to use it.
Yeah, right. No, it's really nice as a cleric. I'll have to use some of my spells.
Much better.
Hopefully that helps. All right. Well, with that on the note, we know the gods didn't let them in, from my understanding. Now, that was my one worry I had, was the reason they got in is because the gods let them in. But with that off the note, then obviously the people that did come must have had some magic that let them come through.
Yeah, looking at the
And or
state of the gate, the guards did not let them in.
yeah. Um.
By the way, the gate was
Blown apart,
partially
wasn't it?
burning and like blown in.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
I
why
thought-
you upgrade the portcullises.
So I actually.
Or both.
So I
Amateurs.
misunderstood
Drink
that.
amateurs, all of them.
Yeah, I didn't
I-
really describe it because, well, nothing. We really weren't near it, but yeah, the gate looked like it
Yeah.
had been blasted in, and it was still like partially burning.
Okay, sorry, because I from what I remember, like I thought I remember hearing something about the gate being fine, but like open or something like that. Or yeah, sorry, that was me being confused. But I still would have asked. So okay, well,
And shake well.
Here's a
I don't think I
What?
question.
can shake this just yet.
Shush. Here's a question.
And I'm gonna compare
Command
my
targets
catalog
one
to-
living creature. If you try it on an undead or a zombie or something like that, does it work?
Nope.
Wait, what?
no, I don't.
Command does not work on undead.
Ah.
I think the creature target has to have an intelligence score, doesn't it?
It just says one living creature. And
No,
obviously be able to
no,
understand.
living-
Well, it says yeah, okay, yeah. So it does say target one living creature. Yeah. Under it says like you give a subject a single command. But yeah, okay. Right. Well,
Has everyone had their breakfast?
I'm still waiting.
I've kind of eaten, but I'm gonna stock up on pocket bacon, and I kind of wave over and ask for some some good bacon. Not the fresh kind, the kind I can put in my pocket.
This was
I
excellent.
don't remember if I ordered
Another.
anything, but I'm-
Yeah, and how much gold did you say? Because I didn't mark off yet for the food and drink, and just to fill myself up. 2 gold, I think. 9, 8, 7. Wow, wolf.
He
Arr.
really wants to talk to you about something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, looking, so looking around, I actually go to the bar, and I go to the bar and I go, how crowded? Yeah, you said earlier it seemed like the bar itself was super
It's
packed.
well, not the bar, just the entire place. Like most of the
Right.
tables have like
It
3
kind
or
of
4
became the
people sitting at 'em in
refugee
each.
center.
I
Well,
do a quick
it's one or
count.
2 bars left in town. Well,
That's
3
also true.
I do a quick count and I count everyone that's in the bar.
Easily
Probably 40 to 50.
maybe 40 people.
30, 40 people. Okay. I go up to the bar and I go, How much is it to get about 40 drinks?
A lot more than we fucking have.
Isn't it a drink like a few
The
hopper? Or...
bartender just stops and looks at you. That depends on what you want.
Something
Bottle of water.
something strong, but something also not too expensive.
Standard school trip, pack lunch,
Cheap
bottle
but
of water, and a
strong.
packet of crisps.
We got, I mean, the usual one the locals all drink. It's about 3 gold
Per?
per glass.
What's the cheapest thing you have that's strong?
That if you're talking something people would actually enjoy drinking, that
You're not gonna be. You don't have enough money to buy 40 people around.
Viking, do me a favor and just shut up for a minute. So I am desperately trying to actually listen to Bellin and Red because they're both cutting out constantly, and all I can hear is you cackling like a fucking dog. Sorry,
testing 1, 2,
back
3.
incidentally.
Can you hear the whole thing?
How much are we? We're getting paid. Sorry about that.
I could hear Bellin all right then. I could hear maybe 2/3 of what you were saying.
Huh.
I don't know whether it's just my connection or not. Give me a second, I'll reset.
You're fine on my end, so yeah, I think it would be his.
Fuck it. And I'm gonna throw down 120 gold on the counter. I go, drink for everyone.
All right then. And he just sort of turns and just picks a handful of bottles, sets them on the counter, grabs another handful of bottles, sets them on the counter, and then when he's got and these are decently sized bottles, not one that somebody would drink from normally, unless you're Ezra.
Hmm.
And once he's got a good 20 of them down on the counter, and he's actually running out of space of where to put them. He just sort of stops and it just sort of leans to the side a bit. And he goes, "Hey, everyone! Next round of drinks free on this guy." And
Okay.
the people in the bar just sort of turn and look, and there's a as they all raise their cups up and cheer you.
It's like I'm happy. Like, all right,
And they
cool.
do seem a bit happier now.
All right. And I have 177 gold now. Doo-doo.
It's like, that's a hell of a time to come back to the next drinks on this guy. Oh. Thank you.
Yeah, Bellin just spent 120 gold on drinks for everyone in the tavern.
Yeah.
Oh?
Huh?
Yep.
It's not the party funds, is it?
No.
No, that's
Okay,
my own
that's-
funds.
I was like, I'll just note it.
And I could do it again if I wanted to.
Okay,
Don't tell me what
then.
I can't do. Apologies. All right. And then I kind of, I'm very yeah. I go sit down at the table.
I'm gonna go get a free drink.
Except for
I'm gonna
this
save
guy.
gold in my
Except for
balance.
this guy right here.
Nope.
Except for
Do
him.
it.
He doesn't get drink. Oh, god damn it.
Also, one of the heroes who helped protect the town.
Yeah, so am I.
You just paid for my drink, so thank you.
And also, Bellin, as you go back to the table, and this would be about the same time that Erlin comes in, you just hear somebody chair or scrapes behind you.
Scrapes?
And, yeah, scrapes. They push it back and then stand up, and you just hear, "All right, everyone, 3 cheers for the heroes of Sandpoint! Hip hip! Ah!" And the whole tavern just cheers to a lot of you.
It's like fucking Erland's walked
I
through the
mean-
front door going, what the fuck am I?
Oh shit.
Yeah, the last cheer's actually towards you as well, Erland.
What? Huh? What?
Because they did the first 2 towards
I'm-
the group.
I'm just gonna leave.
The guards.
I'm
Just-
gonna
That's
kind
I
of
know
huddle, I'm gonna huddle into my little corner and continue building my final bomb.
And after the 3 cheers are done, I'll just go, and another one for the valiant guard! Hip hip! Hooray!
Ah!
Hurrah! And I put up my drink as well.
Because the guard helped, it's not just us.
Oh yeah, but you're the heroes of Sandpoint.
Oh, fucking hell.
Guards did most of the work.
No, they fucking didn't.
No, they didn't.
The
We
guards.
could have taken them all on.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Erland's outside
Um,
continuing conversation with Jotunus about wearing a hat.
Oh yeah.
I like to imagine we just hear from outside a fucking scream of someone going, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah. By the way,
Listen, you
Rune,
put up with a
you,
giant crystal blue dog, you can put up with the blue man.
You were kept. You basically were taking a scenic walk around because Belhen wanted to react to Jotunus when you got back.
As he
I'm
walked
yet
in,
to-
it's like we literally walked to the bar. I really want to just bought him a helmet or something, so you can just see 2 blue eyes burning from behind it. Like you still I can't actually physically give him armor because
It'd just be like a shitty leather one right now.
yeah,
basically.
just like a really crappy, just like a hat to just cover his face.
Yeah. So like a
Leather
balaclava,
cap and a
basically.
bandana.
Yeah, basically. So, yeah, maybe a balaclava with a couple of the pointy bits poking through the wall or something. The best I could find, he just looks like a particularly cold IRA member.
Alright. God damn it.
Bit chilly.
So are you gonna join the others?
Yeah.
As soon as I'm gonna back out again as soon as he started. As soon as he started
I just
cheering.
imagine you walking in,
Nope.
and for the heroes of Sandpoint. Nope. Turns around and walks back out.
He didn't even hear that.
Getting
part.
out of the doorway to let someone else in.
He didn't even hear the Heroes of Sandpoint bit. He just heard hip hip, ah, hip hip, and then they all turned towards him. Ah.
Just
And then
turns
just
back around and
go.
walks out.
Uh,
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Bella looks really happy.
We have a title.
how long's that gonna last?
The Butchers of Nybor. Shit.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Toss a coin to your party. Oh, I have plenty. I need to market ourselves slightly better.
Toss a coin to your cleric, or more like it.
Hello there.
Oh God,
He's becoming me.
I'm being called.
What was it you were just accusing him of Viking?
Oh. Being intimate with James.
No.
Yeah. But yeah. What else do you? The hell is that?
What is what?
You're gonna have to be more
Sorry.
specific.
It just sounds like there's a storm or something overhead. A whole bunch of rain hitting the roof or something. I'm just gonna ignore it. Don't worry about me. Unless my connection goes to shit.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
You're right there, Bellin.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. Yeah, I sit back down and I go, where's Yoland? Wait, wasn't that just him?
If I can hear the cheering subside from outside, then I'll walk back in again. But just like try and sort of sidle through the
cheering's
door.
over.
If I have to sneak to the table, I will. But I'm just sort of like sidle in and try and be nonchalant.
Yeah,
Not
as soon as you mention him, Bellin, you just sort of see him just sort of quietly open the door and start just like sidestepping towards you, followed by
A
Goatness.
Slav.
Oh, Yoland! What the fuck?
and
I-
suddenly
look.
all eyes turn to Erland,
But
and all of the conversation in the tavern just stops. as they see
Toss a
Jonas.
coin to your party. Oh,
I mean, he just looks like, at this point, he just looks like a regular bloke with a balaclava on.
He looks like a
couple of
slab.
pointy bit, like
Glowing
maybe
blue
the balaclava.
eyes.
Yeah, well, I mean, his contact lens.
Wait, so what? How much do I see of him? Actually, that's a good question. How much do I see of him?
Well, Jonas now looks like a regular, maybe 6 foot tall bipedal human man, with what looks like sort of maybe scale mail-y kind of stuff on. So it looks like he's wearing armor.
Okay.
So it just looks like a regular human look, but he's just got like this balaclava on his head with just like sort of glowing blue eyes and little sort of nubs
And little,
underneath the
points at the top
balaclava. Yeah.
instead of like
Okay.
smoothly going over the top of his head.
I don't say what the fuck immediately then.
He uses a
I
lot
go,
of gel.
oh, Eunice, hey, or not Eunice, Yerland.
Hey, Bellin.
Hey,
How are you?
Oh
Try
god.
calling me a dog now, you bitches.
Oh, the accordion's gone.
I was very tempted. I was very tempted. I was very tempted not to give him the increased AC and instead to give him reach again. So it was just his arms were accordions.
So he just grabs them together in like a lock and just plays the accordion with his elbows.
Not even plays, just sort of like swings his arms back and forth, and they just sort of.
Next level.
God.
Oh, Yerland, we'll sit, have a drink. We just bought everyone drinks, so.
Okay. Yes. Well, thank you.
Who's
Jonas,
hey?
if you wanna take a seat, Jonas.
Wait,
This is
who?
What is seat?
Yeah.
How do you take?
No, he knows how to sit down. He's like, okay.
Also,
Sort of
yeah, both the.
pulls out a chair and says,
By the way, both the barmaids are sort of like wandering about, and one of them comes by and puts one of the bottles that was on the counter onto your table, and then continues putting the rest of them onto various other tables.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah, yeah, I poured drinks for everyone at the table. I thought drinks would be appropriate.
Second catalyst. The other one's
I
just
thought-
kind of sitting
I
in
like
its
this.
cradle.
They're cheering us, but they're keeping a good 15 feet between us.
Yeah, all of the tables around you guys are empty, by the way.
well, like, listen, like, realistically, regular folk fucking hate adventurers because all they do is cause trouble and kill
No,
people.
Um,
So
Runic.
you'd want to fucking avoid.
No, Runic, the reason
No,
why they're avoiding me is
he's
because I'm
building
making
bombs.
on the table.
Oh, okay, fair
You
enough.
said it out loud too.
Yeah, I did say it out loud.
All right.
She's just, like,
see, that was me
sitting there.
justifying the fact that regular folk are scared of us because we're dangerous, and it's like, no, Cyber's literally there going, "I'm sorry, what?" Looks up. Not only is there a guy dressed like a particularly cold member of the IRA, there's an active member sat at the table.
Yeah, she's literally sitting there just going, if you jog the table, these could explode loud enough for half the bar to hear it. So everyone in the surrounding area sort of fucking squeezed their way a good 15 feet away from us. But they are cheering for us, so...
We should
So,
probably go to the nearby lake and try this out.
so did I hear that? So did I hear that right? And that's Jonas?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh yeah,
I-
you've not seen him in his humanoid form, have you?
No, after the fight, I literally just went to
Neither-
go
none
eat.
of
I
you
was
have.
really hungry.
I did, because I was with you when you went to get him a hat.
Oh, yes, true.
Well, a sword, actually.
I went
Right.
to buy the sword. I don't. Yeah, I was going to treat it as us going back for breakfast, being the time where I took a minute to go and actually resummon him again. But
Oh, I thought you did it before we went and got the sword.
no, I was going to go and buy the stuff and then go and do it when I come back
Oh,
from pub.
right,
But
okay.
whatever. That's all right. We could do it like this. Yeah. No. Yeah. I can. I can.
Like I know
Essentially.
you can change him, but
I just thought it's a
Cool.
little bit easier for a little bit more nondescript. What do you think of the balaclava? I'm kind of.
I think it works
Works.
well, because now we can charge for 5 people's work instead of just 4.
Yeah, but we also have to kind of pay for 5. Well, no, I suppose you could sleep. Ah, yeah, you can sit in my room, can't you? Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine.
When the
So-
summoner has a conversation with himself.
yo,
Hey, listen, I'm used to DMing things where I'm forced to have conversations with myself between NPCs anyway. It's just normal.
So,
By the way, I think you just would want a bed now, seeing as how he's more human.
He still doesn't need to sleep though, does he?
So Jonas, ow, my tongue. I just bit my tongue.
See, this is why you don't eat pocket bacon.
Yeah. Jonas, so do you what's up? How you doing?
Why?
He's not changed
No,
personality. He's only
I
changed
know.
shape.
I just think okay. Yeah, no. I just look and start drinking. I just pour more in my cup and just drink a little more.
I imagine it's going to take him a while to adapt to this.
No, it's not gonna take me any.
You say that as Jonas is sat there trying to hold onto a bottle and just sort of moving it around the table, going, "Fucking fingers."
Is he like IG-11 trying to figure out how to hold a
Yeah,
cup again?
basically. Fuck. Just make it like. I really want it to be monosyllabic now. I just wanted to have two things you can say. One of them's and the other one's fuck.
He's just Geralt.
Does he have white hair?
He doesn't have hair.
I mean, maybe under the balaclava, you don't know.
He just needs yellow eyes too, though.
Oh,
He's already got the right skin tone.
So Yilin, when I got back, I talked to James, and
Oh, yeah.
he and I double checked. It looks like Cole has definitely strained up all the guards. So whatever happened, the guards didn't play a part in helping it. From the looks of it.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
At
So
least then we can actually assume that it's people that are outside of the guard currently. Of those two figures that you guys saw, because it was like Serena and Ezra that got the closer look at them, wasn't it?
That's a good question. Is there any like residue or anything on my sword from when I cut them? Because they were the last things that I attacked with my sword.
well,
There was a bit of blood on your sword, actually.
Can
I don't
anyone
know
do
what they
anything
were,
with
but-
this?
What, a sword?
I don't know
mean,
what they
No,
were, but I
the
know
blood
they
on it. I
did.
didn't wipe it off.
well, the pointy end goes into the other man. I mean, that's how you use a sword, isn't it?
Yes, and the pointy end went into the ghostly figures.
Oh.
They should have some
I
of their
don't know,
blood
man.
on it. Erland, sniff it. Wait,
that seems like
Can you
some
do that
real,
still?
No.
shit.
That seems like some sort of blood magic now.
And I'm Jonas anyway.
Sorry, I might be a little pissed.
Sorry, I didn't get a good look at them, but they did drop this, and I'm gonna put the bomb manuscript in front of them.
What?
Oh. That's interesting.
Really?
Is that what you're doing now?
Well, it looked useful, so now I'm making a bomb.
Don't
and
worry.
Wait,
I'm
they dropped
going to-
this?
She is reading
Well,
the
thank you.
instructions.
I'm just going to pick the glass up, sort of like toast them, and then move to one of the other tables that's nearby. I'm just going to sort of like sidle over. Let's just sit down at one of the other tables. There's people. So I'm terribly sorry. I'm sorry. Just ignore me. Don't worry.
Sorry,
then pull a
excuse me.
pan out.
Excuse me.
Just pull a pan out and just start talking into the pan from a safe distance. Do you really think that's why he's doing it inside of a pub?
Because there's a table here, and it's a convenient place to sit down.
Wait, who did you talk to?
It's also full of people. I'm
Well, I
like
didn't
talking
know
to
it
Serena.
was
I'm
full of
asking her
people
why
by
she's
the time
making a
I
bomb.
got it.
This is as packed as we've ever seen this bar, right?
Yes.
Possibly the worst possible time to make one. The only other time I could think of would perhaps be, I don't know, somebody giving birth. Like try to do it in the delivery room of a hospital.
I'll tell you what. Let's go to the temple, and I can make my bombs there.
That's fine by me.
Especially if we do it in the High Priest of Asmodeus' office.
That's true. Oh no, I can't hear that, sir.
But
Wait,
I do need to
whoa.
test this out, so I'm gonna head to the waterfront.
I wouldn't test
What?
it at the. Okay.
She's going to throw him into the water, I think. I hope. Maybe we should follow her.
I don't know. I don't care.
Jonas still hasn't picked up a glass.
Jonas, the only
Three
just drink
glasses
it, like,
down.
I
It's
can.
just like,
I
can we
can
get a
just
wooden
speed
mug?
No, I can do
over
it
here?
myself.
Can you? Do you know how? That like this,
Yes,
and I hold my
I-
cup like
Yes,
this,
I
and I
just hate-
show him my hand.
Yes.
Can we
What do
get
you
a
think I've
wooden
been doing?
mug
I'm doing the
over
same
here?
thing. I'm just not used to the fingers.
Right. Okay.
Or have you
Do
got
you
a
want
metal
more?
mug?
Do you have drink? Do you like drinks? Have you drank alcohol before? Do you want more?
Oh, metal tankard. No? Okay.
Yeah, Jonas.
Just gonna go for another glass. Just like a,
Wait.
just a
wait,
deadpan stare of "Have you drunk before?" Just to go for another glass. Just trying to.
Trying to
No,
get him a
have you-
metal tankard or
Delicately pick
something.
it.
Okay, I don't know, Jonas. I don't No, okay, I'm just trying to be more aware.
Jonas, out of curiosity, now that you're humanoid, do you drink? Do you need to? Or is that still unchanged? You don't need to eat, drink, or sleep?
I would assume since he's technically not from our plane, he wouldn't require the same needs we do.
I thought you'd fucked off to go and throw Kamehamehas into the water.
I haven't left yet.
I'm sorry,
better than
what?
Oh wait, yeah, she's not a monk. Nick?
I think we lost him.
Oh, I
I
didn't
think
roll
we
health
might
yet.
have.
No, sorry, I was sipping tea.
That was a long
I
enough
was
sip.
I was asking Jonas a legitimate question.
I was like, I mean,
Fuck.
yeah.
You can
Food and
reroll
drink
ones
is
once.
something-
That's for hit points.
Hey.
I mean, it is. Why did it roll 46?
That was for
Yes,
healing
it
me.
is.
Yeah, I healed everyone.
I was like, well, yes, I can, and I do need to.
Ah,
25.
I will buy you a metal tankard. That way you don't need to worry about keep breaking glasses.
Thank you.
Might as well give him a hip flask.
It's just very delicately holding a glass in two hands. See, I can do it. I'm just not used to fingers.
It'll take
Get
some
back,
time.
kid.
The metal tankard will make it easier for a while until you're
Would it-
used to fingers.
Would it make it easier if I explained that I don't usually have limbs?
I mean
you had
that
legs.
does make sense. You had paws
Yeah, no,
before.
I had legs here, but usually at home I don't.
Are you sort of just like a ethereal being, sort of floating smoke
believe
type
that-
thing?
I believe the term is extraplanar, and then I rapidly realise I've got an intelligence of.
He would know what the fuck he is.
Me no talky so good. Me hit you things with a stick.
Oh
I'm sorry,
God!
no,
Wait, is he Grog?
That's intelligence 3. That's intelligence 3.
Wait, did you say intelligence 6?
7.
He's
Little
just a
bit
little
smarter
bit
than
better
Grog.
than Grog.
It's decent.
So,
Yeah, he's sort of like, I think it's childlike intelligence. So he's like self-aware and he's
We're trying to give alcohol to the person that has the
Doesn't
mind of a
mean, like,
toddler.
Not a toddler. Again, only below average.
No, listen, the intelligence of a child. So if you were to ask him to do something like, I don't know, long division or long multiplication, he might struggle. He's able to add up and simple stuff like that. But if you ask him, like, okay, cool, so how does this engine work? Because somebody's like, oh, fucking.
The
It
fuck's
doesn't
an
mean he's
engine?
retarded. He's just not, sort of like the early secondary school levels of education.
Ah, right.
So he doesn't know that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
uh,
I think you broke Belden's mind there.
Both
Damn.
Bellin and God.
I think you just killed this fourth wall.
The fourth wall's been killed multiple times, Bellin.
We're always doing it.
What fourth wall?
Exactly.
It's like an
We are
episode of
actually live-
Deadpool.
No, we're living in like a teep. It's only got 3 flat sides. There is no fourth wall. We're actually breaking the floor. We're digging.
But yes, I will go up to the bar and see if I can buy a metal tankard.
Buy him a flask.
A flask is thin metal. A metal tankard is big and fucking
They're
chunky.
actually the same thickness.
Yeah, you
I
would be
got
able to
really
get one.
timid and semi-Kermit the Frog like then.
They're actually the same thickness.
well, actually,
That was not Kermit the Frog.
Actually, I think you'll find.
oh,
I can't see anything without my glasses.
guys, what are you doing? Down.
But yeah, I'll see if I can buy him a metal tankard. I could get him a
Yes,
flask, but fuck your flask. How much?
It's just he's
5 gold.
5? Fuck me.
He doesn't exactly sell these often.
That's fair. Here you go, Jonas. 1 metal tankard. You can even beat
Thank
people
you.
with it.
It's just
I wouldn't recommend it. That's very soft
He's just-
metal.
he just like grips the handle and is like, I agree with her.
It's it's not. It's fucking. It's
It's
been
made of
quenched,
tin.
you twat.
What kind
Yeah,
of metal
like,
is it made of?
What kind of
Is it, like,
tankards are you used to
copper?
drinking from, Viking?
Not
Because
steel
tankards
ones.
tankards are usually either pewter or tin. You can get copper stuff, but copper's usually what you cook with. It's like pewter and tin of particular. Like if you hit someone with that, like it's not coming back in the same piece. That's what you used to use make them out of wood.
And this is tin.
I mean, it's
I would think well, okay, I would
less
just
to
offer like copper
smash.
better with certain drinks.
Well, a copper tankard would just be a copper bottom tankard, usually with a wood or tin filling. Everywhere else.
Would a wooden one be better?
No, I mean, what, for hitting people with or for drinking from?
Both.
Wood would probably be better for hitting people with. Probably easier to drink out of either.
I'd have bought a wooden one then.
Alright, fine. It's a wooden
Oh, yeah.
tankard.
Reality's changing.
Fuck's sake.
It's like, fine, I'll have
What
bought a
am
wooden one.
Same amount of gold.
Ooh, wow, okay.
You look
Fucking
over at
dwarves.
Erlen sat there. Erlen sat there, finished his drink off, and he's just put a spoon into his pint and is drinking. It is eating now.
God damn it!
You gave him infinite food, so
I didn't give him
Infinite
shit.
seafood.
You gave him the spoon.
I went and found the. He found the spoon. I went and got it. I wish I fucking hadn't. Also, I hope you're happy with yourself. The original owner of that is probably dead.
What? Sorry, I can't hear you from over here at a different table.
and with that, I'm gonna head out towards the nearby lake.
We could
Or
go and
river.
test it on goblins.
Yeah, I'd rather test this where it's safe first. Make sure it works.
I don't
It's by
think the
testing on
harbour is going to be
goblins,
safe if you throw a bomb in the water.
The harbor, the river, where nobody goes.
Alright. Well, fuck. I'm not eating, so I might as well come with you, see how spectacularly this either succeeds nor fails.
I'm like, wait, are we gonna go get money? Are we gonna go to the mayor right now? Or
Once we've dealt with the goblin villages, we can go and get paid.
I thought we just killed all their contents, but okay.
Not all of it.
We
Well,
still
no,
need to
that's-
check those villages for any leads or
Yeah.
anything like that. Oh, and
Right,
here
okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna give the bomb name script to Ezra because he seemed to have a very big vendetta against those guys.
Who? Goblins?
No, the smoky people.
Ah, yes.
I don't fucking need it anymore.
I don't fucking know how to make them.
I've memorized it.
You can't even read.
I can fucking read. Fuck off. I'm a bard. Of course I can read. I'm probably more educated than you swamp dweller.
Excuse me. Does it look like I come from Norfolk?
Hermit the frog.
Hermit, I will take. Swamp dweller, I will not. Especially from somebody from fucking Norfolk.
Just gonna yell something rude in Sylvan at him.
Your entire county is like, nah, no, not gonna. We might as well all head out
Let's go
Alright.
see what the bums are.
if we're going. I'm just carrying like the sort of drinks thing that Earl had just eating out of it as we go.
Did you pay for that cup?
No.
This is fucking bullshit.
Are you just
It's
like
stealing?
Goblins.
Are you just stealing a
It-
glass now?
It legitimately just I just forgot. I'll go back and give it to them. I'll hand it back later.
By the way, I took this earlier. It was full of gruel, and now it's not.
Yeah,
Right.
it's glass. Because there's glassworks actually in town.
Removes. What's
Alright.
restore corpse?
So you guys are heading out.
Sorry, what?
Sorry.
Sorry.
If you guys are heading to the visit, what's restore cops? Like, do we Is this when they throw the dead
Did
people
we
or
miss
something? Is Bella making a small coterie of followers?
A small
Maybe?
coterie of undead, maybe?
You fucking necromancer! No.
No, just looking at some stuff. Don't worry
Heretic!
about me.
So what if he's a necromancer? They usually just want to settle down and raise a family.
Of
Make a
dead
cheese
things.
factory out of undead.
It doesn't have to be his family. He can raise someone else's family.
From the dead.
I don't want that responsibility.
It's okay. They don't eat, drink, sleep.
Well, they do eat people.
Some do, some don't.
All right. So you guys are what? Just heading out into the
I'm guessing
woods
we're
to
heading
find the
out
goblin
to
camp.
this area
I'm gonna
first.
do it.
Sort of like over here
Yeah,
to
I'm
watch
getting over here.
Serena throw bombs into a fucking river.
Over where?
Where Ezra is pretty much standing. So like
Oh,
down
okay.
here.
Yeah. When we get there, I'm gonna completely fashion one of the bombs together, and I'm going to throw it into the water.
Okay. So yeah, basically you just
Fucking
dump
hell!
one
Oh God!
component into the reagent, and
That's a critical fail.
It is a critical fail, but it still beats the AC of targeting a square. What the fuck?
Does it even go off? Does it just plump into the water and sink?
Does it detonate in her hand?
I'm standing over 5 feet away from her, I might add.
I'm actually following kind of behind everyone, just walking slowly, just like I don't even know, just like talking to myself, and then coming down where they were and be like, "What's that?" Oh,
go ahead and roll me a
Dexterity
D20.
check to dodge.
20?
D20. Yeah.
Oh
Just a
god,
D20.
the random table.
Hello, low rolls. I missed you.
Uh-oh. I'm also standing behind
Alright.
something solid.
So basically, you pick up the bomb, you dump the little reagent into it, and you wind back to throw it, and you throw and it rolls off your hand, and you don't know where it went, and then it drops right back down on your head. Make me a fortitude save to see if you get knocked unconscious.
Does it go off?
That's next.
Oh Christ. Well, Cybrin, you
Knocks
do.
unconscious.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
You don't go unconscious, but it hurts because you just had this
Fucking
big,
the swings and roundabouts with these rolls.
metal spear.
It's a roller coaster
Drop
of
on your
emotion.
head, and you manage to kick it off as it just sort of rolls off your head into the river, and it goes plop, poof, and a big column of water comes up out of the water, or up out of the river.
Well, it works.
That was impressive.
I need a better vial, though. That vial was wet or something.
The explosion was impressive, and how much you fucked up that throw was impressive. That was fucking spectacular to watch.
You don't hear that. You're just like watching me.
Listen, I may or may not have been a juggler in a previous life or something. I don't know.
Look, Belhan, I know you said you were far away, but do you have to be far away from the mic as well? You afraid this Discord chat's going to explode?
Yeah, I am.
Oh yeah, I'm constantly.
Constant.
That was fucking
the bomb works.
Maybe someone else should throw them.
Well, that's the thing. According to the manuscript and these beginner guides to alchemy, these bombs don't last very long when the reagent's in there.
You can pour it in, hand it to me, and I'll fucking throw it. I don't know if it'll go any better, but we could always try.
I only have one of these things left.
Right, off to see the Goblin Queen.
Don't.
You're right there.
I'm sorry, did you just assume the goblin leader Cinder?
There's a goblin queen and a goblin king.
Yeah.
Oof.
Did you just assume their rank? You're making a
See,
lot of
what
assumptions
you-
here, right?
Well, they're actually just
What you-
goblin elders.
What you don't realise is that there's actually a goblin drag queen and a drag king.
The queen is
Also,
dressed up as the
Viking,
king.
Goblins don't have elders. They have chieftains. They don't really
They're-
have elders.
Well,
So,
kind of. The
Finder
shaman
game,
is the elder.
There is something in the bestiary, like there's this one monster, I don't remember the name of it, but it's when it matures, it heads over to goblin villages and becomes their ruler.
Oh god, I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. I know it's in Bestiary 1, but for the life of me, I can't find it.
Bugbears?
No, not bugbears.
Or not
Bugbears
bugbears,
are the-
hobgoblins, maybe?
Yeah, bugbears are a bigger
Hobgoblins are their
version.
own. Well, hobgoblins are their own unique race that actually have a society. Normal goblins themselves don't
Was
have
it?
a society per se.
Or no, it wasn't so much that they took over, it's just they went over there for food and then the goblins started worshipping them.
Yeah, that's it.
So the plan is to now head out through the north gate and head looking for the... We might actually need to see Cole. Because all we kind of know is they're through the north gate. More direct directions might be useful. Or Erland could track them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we know where those places are supposed to be on the map, right?
Not
Yeah,
really.
well, you saw the map that they were planning the operation on, but
Would it be a knowledge geography check to try and remember that?
yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. Hey, that's not bad.
Nope, I don't have it either. I have local and dungeoneering.
All right. You've got a really good idea of where it is, where the two are.
So,
Both out the northeast gate, about 10 minutes walk away.
Wow, they're fucking pretty
Okay.
close.
10 minutes.
I just missed. Where are you guys going? Sorry, I just zoned out.
We're going after the goblins.
Yeah, we
Gotcha.
got goblin.
Okay.
Gerblin Kerm.
And apparently I
I'm
can
following you
remember
around.
pretty clearly where we need to go.
And by walk, I mean like a
Goblin size
determined sort of walk.
Alright.
Like, when you're walking
March.
quickly but not quite running, not marching.
Fair enough.
As we leave the town, I go up to one of the guards and go, "Tell Cole that
We'll
that
be back.
we are going after the camps to finish up what they started." And then I leave.
Don't even wait for a response, just... I think Cole kind of knew that was our plan anyway, but that's fine. Letting him know that we're now leaving is probably a good idea. If he doesn't hear from us in 4 days, send a rescue party. Alright, I shall lead the group to where... Well, nearby to where the first one was.
On that damage roll, can someone hover over it and see what the actual dice were?
For your
What,
bomb?
for damage?
3 plus 3.
Yeah, for the damage.
So 2d6.
3 plus 3, okay. I
Two
wasn't sure if
plus-
it actually went through with the 2d6 that was supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah, it did.
2 plus 2 equals 4. Da 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 da.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was just giving 6 as a flat bonus.
How many shrimps can you eat before your skin turns pink?
Da, 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 da,
Alright, I'm gonna ready my compass so we don't get lost.
da, 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 da,
Do I need to make a
da,
survival
da,
check,
da,
actually,
da,
for
da,
leading the group?
I mean, I could also do that, but it's up to you.
To make sure you don't get lost along the way, sure.
Okay. I would
Just
also
gonna-
like Yolan to make one. Just in case.
I was going to say, I'll just sort of look over his shoulder and make sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna aid Ezra in this
Hey.
endeavor.
Oh, aid? Does that give me advantage?
Oh, wow.
That's a natural
like-
one.
I'm still eating that porridge. Or gruel, sorry.
Yeah, let me.
So red, Cyber and Zade, does that give me a advantage?
I still have to roll, don't I?
I don't.
Yes. Let's just say yes for this.
For the advantage
yeah.
or Cybern rolling?
For his assistant giving you advantage.
That's gonna be a +2 with the compass.
It's a natural 20.
Or you're rolling on
Like,
your own.
what is with these?
Can we have the natural
what am I
20?
doing?
hit crit.
Can we basically
Alright,
say
then.
combined between me and Serena we get 31?
Yeah, Erlen basically, when Erlen tries to lead, he just sort of leads you back in a circle towards around town, or at least tried to.
He's
Ezra
focused
says
on
no
porridge.
and points off a different way, which actually leads off to the inlet. And Serena basically drags the both of you over, and you see a little bit of smoke through the trees
Listen,
I-
and the
I-
slight glow of a fire ahead.
Fuck.
Oh, listen, I've not finished my drool yet. Give me a chance.
Well,
Why didn't you finish at the?
I want to talk to them anyway.
Talk to who?
The goblins.
The Goblins.
What? What? I.
Dead goblins give no information. Dead men tell no tales.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Besides-
Wait. I'm not ready for this kind of. Okay.
It's okay. I can do this. And I cast Disguise Self on myself to make myself a 5-foot tall goblin.
All right. Do you want us to? Right. So, do you want us to hang back and leave you to it?
monster.
Just for now, yeah.
Oh my
fuck off.
God,
I
no,
want to
how
kill
is
you
that?
now.
Yes, you need to do that, Viking.
Like I had a strong feeling of killing you anyway, but now it's just increased. Like.
So, are we letting you go in first to talk on your own while we hang back?
Just for now, yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's just heard him. Jonas, you might as well take the balaclava off because at the minute all you're doing is poking more holes in it. Let's go. Let's at least let's tuck ourselves in behind these, like, sort of seat cover somewhere nearby and hide whilst. Whilst Ezra heads in and attempts to have a
Guys.
chat.
If things go
Sorry.
tits up, there will be a signal. You'll know exactly what that signal is.
Right.
Right. Yeah. No. Totally.
Run around flailing his
Is
arms,
this-
screaming help!
No,
As
it'll be
soon
a
as he leaves.
big
Is the
blast of
signal
lightning.
going to be his death? I was like, what?
You'll see it,
As soon
don't
as he
worry.
leaves. As soon as he leaves, I go. So we're just letting him die, right?
Wait,
We need information.
he's not wrong on that front, to be fair.
No, he's not. No.
And I am the only one who can speak goblin.
If things go wrong, I'm gonna pull out my other catalyst and shake it a little bit. If things go wrong, we have backup.
My favorite
Just-
kind.
I'm just gonna turn, just like locking eyes with Serena and just point at Jonas, who is currently like holding a morning star and sort of like swinging it experimentally, sort of flails at a tree stump nearby, and a massive
Yes,
chunk comes out
he
the tree stump.
He's the force
Do you-
multiplier.
do you-
This softens them up.
Do you want some help with that, Jonas? Like, I can show you a
Nope.
little bit about morning stars.
Nope.
You sure?
Yep.
I don't know if you feel that way. I mean, I don't know if I can. Are you sure? Because I know a few things
Yep.
about morning stars. I've but they're a weapon I use a lot.
Oh, your spell to make
Does
me
he believe
smaller
that?
only works for a minute, doesn't it?
Use person. If you want me to make you shorter so that you fit in more.
Yeah.
Wouldn't this
How long does
self
that
already-
last?
1 minute per level, so 4 minutes.
That's probably not going to be long enough.
We can hear ourselves.
Yep. Cybern.
A little bit. Is that Cyber's phone?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
Yeah, I
so.
think it's Cybern's phone.
Yeah. The microphone was pressed against my shirt.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm still
Yeah,
anyway,
dun,
so
dun,
I'm
dun,
still
dun, dun.
fucking tall by goblin standards, but it's fine.
If he walks
I
out
was
there
gonna
and
say,
goes, no, before
Disguise self.
No, before you're a gob.
Disguise self is a foot difference, I think.
Yeah.
hmm
So I sent in the tallest person in the party. I'm about
Yeah,
the same height as you, but
You're
in
like a
goblin
5 foot
form.
tall goblin right now.
I would actually legitimately be the only like the. God.
You're about the same size. A little bit shorter would make you about the same height as a goblin. Unfortunately, you don't know how to speak goblin.
No. I could comprehend languages.
That would allow you to understand it, but not speak it.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
understand the literal meaning of what they're saying, not necessarily what they mean.
Yeah, I mean, you can comprehend. I can comprehend what they're saying.
Well, no, so comprehend languages is like Google Translate.
It's a bit more accurate than that, but yes.
Yeah. But
I
yeah,
would say
so basically you get up through the like to the camp and it opens up a bit more. It's like a nice clearing in the woods. And you see nothing. There's no movement. There's just a bit of a smoldering remains of a campfire, a couple of bones left over, and a couple of dead goblins actually, as well as one wearing a fairly fancy looking cloak, which you can imagine was this little camp's leader.
How far is it to the other camp?
Couple minutes,
Okay.
3 at most.
I'm gonna go to the other camp.
Are you gonna get the others, or
I'm hoping that
don't mind them.
I'm hoping that
was gonna say,
eventually
if
Erland
it-
will message.
if it's been
Okay.
quiet for a while, I'll send a message out if there's been nothing. Because I'm assuming we don't have eyes on the center of the camp. If we watched him walk in
No.
and there's been no noise or
you
anything.
just see like a bit of smoke in the distance, and yeah,
So you think he
looks like
died
it's
really
clear.
fast?
I didn't hear him screaming.
No, neither did I. I would expect a large volume of screaming if he
I
was
would have
dying.
hoped for a lot of screaming.
Oh yeah, that's
give me
right.
a
You're
second, hang on.
dwarf. You're racist to goblins.
What?
You urban racist. No, I'm
I
gonna
hear you're
pull
a
the pan,
father now, racist.
I'm gonna pull the pan out. Let's go. Ezra, are you dead?
No, but everyone in that camp is. I'm going to the other
Oh,
one.
really? What?
If you want to check that one
do you
out
know
while I
one
go
of
to
us
the other
come
one,
with you? Yeah, that sounds like a cracking idea, doesn't it?
it'll be fine.
Right. Okay. Well, hold up a sec. I'll get back to you in a second. I'm gonna lower the
I'm going
pan.
to put you on
Right.
hold.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hand the pan. Sorry, I'm just gonna
Is it
hand the pan to
shitty
Jonas.
music?
Just gonna hand the pan to Jonas and say, just hum into that for a second. Right. So the only thing he knows how to hum is the girl from.
All
Um.
right.
Right. So Ezra's found the camp. There's a couple of goblins dead, and no activity there. Looks like it's empty. He's just said he's going to
Right
head over to the
then.
next one. So he said he'll head to the next one whilst we investigate this one. Does that sound good to you guys or not?
Sure. I mean, as long as
Yep.
the camp's not too far.
It's only a few minutes.
How far is the other camp? Do we know?
300-400
Ezra's
meters,
the only one
probably.
who remembers the. Ezra's the only one who remembers the map.
What would
Alright,
you say,
well-
Red? Sort of 300-400 meters?
I'd say a bit more than that,
Yeah,
like 500 maybe.
half a mile. Okay, it'll be fine. Don't you
Kilometer.
know you never split the body?
It's half a kilometer.
Good point. A
Well,
mile is slightly longer.
All right.
A mile's
So
like, what, 3 something
Okay. Well,
kilometers?
Jonas,
No.
give me the
Yeah,
give me the
what
pan
was
back.
I don't know.
Okay. So yeah, that's fine with us. Don't die. Just put the pan back.
Not a
all right,
problem.
yeah, let's go check out that camp then. And we can kind of investigate, see if they have anything, maybe gold or any kind of thing we could take, or maps and other such. Or I don't know about maps. They probably wouldn't have maps. Something useful.
Let's go
Goblins are
search the place.
illiterate, so no, I don't think they have maps.
They're also
That's what I said.
thieves.
And if I remember correctly from my studies, goblins hate language, written language.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But if
Something
they're
about
thieving
something
shit, then-
superstition.
But they are thieving little bastards, remember?
So they could literally taken the map and just not read it or used it at all.
No, they could have
I
taken it because it was in a shiny.
in the first place.
They
If
could-
it's
Yeah,
in a
maybe-
shiny case, they might have done.
Yeah,
You got to bear in mind they're not exactly the sharpest tools in the book.
they're like
Yeah.
magpies. If it's shiny, they'll take it.
Let's have a rummage about the camp then.
Yeah.
All right. As you rummage about the camp, there's, like I said, there was a couple of bones scattered about, which looks like they've been gnawed on a bit. Some of them look fairly human. There's not much else really to differentiate it from like what you imagine a standard goblin camp would be. A couple bones, a whole bunch of like scuffed places from goblins walking around. No dog tracks at all, like goblin dog tracks. No, nothing really there. And nothing really useful on the couple dead goblins. Although
I'm gonna poke one of the goblins with my boot.
it's dead.
Okay.
Although the
I think someone's trying to connect on the other line.
that's villain. But there is on the like head goblin, you think he's wearing a fairly fancy looking cloak, probably stole it from someone. It's a bit big for him. But on him you do find a little like wooden carved jackal's head. Talisman sort of thing.
Does that match up with the sort of altar that we saw under Sandpoint?
Yup. And because Belhin has, been rifling through that big book of the gods, he knows that the jackal's head is a preferred symbol of the goddess Lamashu.
Which is the god of monsters, isn't it? Or the goddess of monsters.
The goddess of madness, monsters, and nightmares.
So Ezra
I'm going
on
to-
a Friday night.
Carefully remove the amulet from the goblin's neck and pick it up with the tip of my rapier.
Alright. It's a fairly crudely carved out, sort of like wooden, almost like caricature of it. Like no real
Um,
detail to it.
Erlen, do you see any magic on this piece of shit?
Give me a moment. I'll sort of like flick detect magic on, and I'll sort of sweep around the place slowly, take my time looking over what I can see around the place, see if there's anything magical pops up.
There's a very faint aura of like divine magic on both the dead goblin in the robe and the icon that Serena's holding with her rapier.
The only sort of sounds we're getting is a little bit from this chap and the symbol. I mean, I would get is it the same sort of stuff I get if I look at Bellin?
Much fainter. Like it was used a while ago. This last time.
But I
It
can
is
recognize the
similar,
same.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's got like a different sort of hue to it, but yeah.
It looks. The only thing with that is this Gerblin and the amulet look very similar to the sort of reaction I get whenever I look at Bellin, but a little bit of a different color and much fainter, which I would assume is because he's dead and Bellin isn't.
Yeah.
I can't see magic, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right. Try and think of like an after image. You know when you stare at something bright for too long and then close your eyes and you still see the image burned and you can still see it in your eyelids. Think like that. Like looking at Bellin is the light that you can see with your eyes open, and then when you turn away and close your eyes and it slowly starts to fade. That's kind of the intensity that I get from.
All right.
It's almost like the
Um,
light was there and it's slowly faded away and it's very faint.
Would you, in your professional magic caster opinion, say that this amulet is magical or it's residual magic?
Residual. Like it looks like the same sort of thing that Bellin carries.
All right, I'm gonna pocket the
More-
amulet.
All right. For writing down a note of it, it's an icon of Lamashu.
Okay, I don't know how to shitty wooden icon.
Yeah. LAMASHTU, by the way.
LAMASHTU.
Yes.
Damn it! I put 2 L's at the start. It's definitely llama.
Lamashu.
Llama! No,
Llama.
llama, no!
Nah.
There's nothing else that we can see around the place. Not like, is there anywhere that looks like? Is there like tents or something, or like small hovels or holes that they live in, or is it just like bare ground?
There's some scraps of cloth and stuff, but actually a good amount of them look like they're singed.
Okay, so it looks like somebody's destroyed the place. Is there anywhere that, like, I'm like thinking that they might have buried what they think might be valuable anywhere nearby, or like within the camp? Is there anywhere that
They would have
looks like
had it
it's
on them.
recently? Okay.
Also,
enough.
fun fact: the goblins you find around, like those have like sword wounds or like cutting sort of wounds on them, but the like leader of this camp doesn't actually have any visible wounds on them, but
And he's
they
just
are
dead.
very clearly dead.
Is there any way that we can like? Oh my god, I don't. No, I'm not. Never mind. I was just, I'm not proficient in like healing or anything like that, so I wouldn't be able to like look him over and see if I could figure out what's wrong with him. I would imagine.
Are there any tracks nearby? It's like
You'd have to roll a survival check to look for them.
No, they'll have a rummage for tracks if you want. If we all want to do a sweep, we can have a look.
oops.
Go for it. I imagine Belhan would probably be down for that.
Heck.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I was expecting.
Less than 10. Just above 10. Red, you might need to roll for Belhan.
Yeah.
Because he'd
Well,
probably
I don't
do
think he
it
has
as well.
any. Oh, does he have anything in survival? Let's see.
Well, it's more the fact
Survival you
that
can do trained, I think, right?
it's more the fact that Yolin sort of said, "Let's have a sweep around, see if we can find anything." That I imagine that he
Yeah,
would
that's fair.
try.
Yeah, it'd be great if I rolled above a fucking 6, though. Yeah, there you go. The one that's supposed to be the fucking trackers there going, I don't know, maybe there's some more gruel here.
Meanwhile, Belhan's actually found something.
Have
By
I?
the way,
Why?
welcome back, Belhan.
Yeah.
Hi.
You guys were looking
I
around the
found
camp
something.
for tracks and such.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I found something.
And so, basically, Belhan, you find a whole mass of tracks, like leading sort of towards the other camp, sort of towards the town, as well as a couple of tracks. Like, it seems like all over is where, like, the only real incoming tracks are just sort of scattered all over, like groups of, you'd think, like 2 or 3 goblins each, and they all left in one big group.
I repeat all of this. Yeah, look at all that. Yeah.
This is heading towards the town, like.
It's like heading half towards the town, half towards the other camp.
Half towards town, half towards the other camp.
Okay.
Well, then
Yeah.
we should probably follow to the other camp then. No sense in waiting here.
Okay, I assume probably Ezra hasn't found anything, knowing Ezra.
Well,
speaking
I
of
don't
Ezra,
know because
This
this
is
is
about time when he gets there.
yeah, this has been going on
And he
with you
sees-
lot.
That in front of him.
I'm a very tall goblin.
Yes, you are. You're also right down here.
Oh, bitch, you gonna get murdered.
God, I wish I had my
Boo,
fucking
bitch.
greatsword.
You
Get out of the
know
way.
you
Get
never
out of the
split
way,
the
bitch.
party.
Really wish I had my greatsword.
Yeah, this map was cool.
Right, I am going
Oh,
to.
and just for shenanigans' sake, give me a perception check, everyone, because it's been a while.
Everybody.
including me.
Yes,
Wait, we're not there though.
24.
I know. Oh my! All right.
That's not what it.
What
Why
are
do you
you
roll in
disguising yourself as?
disguise?
No,
Just
that-
lays one of the
that's wrong.
goblins over her
That's
head.
fucking lag right there. Ignore that roll.
It's just what you're doing. I'm being perceptive whilst also pretending to be a nearby bush. Not like try to camouflage yourself in it and hide. Just trying to pretend to be one. There you go. Disguise myself as some shrub.
So where are we? Wait, where's
We've. I was just saying.
About
Well,
5 minutes away.
while you were gone, Bellin, we rummaged around and had a
Okay.
look over the rest of the camp. Most of the goblins that were dead, we could see had like visible sword wounds. The like lead head, like the head goblin that's there, looked like he didn't have any visible wounds on him, like he died. When I looked over him with detect magic, he looked very similar to like the way you do with your holy symbol and things, but much more faded.
Okay.
And
Right.
I think Serena pocketed the icon that he had on him, like the holy symbol.
It's in one
Other
of
than
my,
that-
it's in one of my back pockets.
Yeah, other than that, we couldn't find much. Looks like the tents had been burnt down, and or like what remains of the shelters they had been burnt down and stuff. So
Gotcha. Okay.
Because you've got
Well-
detect magic up, you don't have the concentration remaining on message, do you?
nope.
No, I didn't think so. Okay.
I mean, you'd be well out of my range anyway by now, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
You're
500 odd
coming-
meters. Yeah,
I was gonna say if you're 500 meters away, you'd be fucking well gone.
because that's only 100 meters, 10 per level, isn't it?
100 feet plus 10 per level. I think.
Yeah, so. Bollocks.
So Red, what's going on?
It sounds very much like Viking is realizing exactly how boned he is.
No, not
How much
quite.
longer does he have on that spell? That disguise self spell?
You were
Actually, how
very
long
tall
does
guy.
this guy's self go? How long
Actually,
does
that
this
is a
guy's
good
self
question.
last?
How
for?
long does it last, Viking?
10 minutes per level, and you said it was a few
Okay,
minutes,
so
so
you've
I have
got-
40 minutes in total.
Yeah, he's good. I was gonna say,
Yeah, you got plenty of
judging
time.
by the size from Viking, it might be the fact that he's getting abuse from the goblins at the next camp. Who the fuck are you lanky prick?
you! I'm bigger than you! I crush!
Oh my god, he's got a stupidly high voice as well. Hey guys, look at this prick.
I need some helium. The next time you actually talk to goblins.
I should just give them the Stitch voice.
Is Goblin Society based on Orc Society? The bigger the better?
No,
Maybe? We'll see.
sort of. Not really.
You freakish tall!
As Ezra pulls loincloth off. There you go.
Baddest goblin in this here.
Biggest there.
Biggest there is, motherfucker! It just looks like a human one. Huh?
He's
Good
hugging
boy.
like a duck.
Stupid.
It's
You
the
might be
shape
able
of
to
a
convince
spiral
me
and
to do
barbed.
something.
He's hugging like a human. He's tall like a human. He must be a human.
No, brothers. That's an orc cock. I'd know that anywhere. Says one of the goblins with a haunted look in his face.
That is why my child is so weird.
We don't talk about her.
After, okay.
God.
So I continue walking up.
So what's going on?
But this is Viking now, mate, so we don't know.
Oh, okay.
And as I approach, attack! Not go well! In broken common. And then in goblin, I
Yeah.
will say betrayed by the masked ones.
Yeah, the two armored ones just sort of walk up towards you. And one of them in Goblin goes, "Ah, knew it. Knew it.
Never trust big ones!
Never. That's why we stayed.
Must see chief.
Chief here.
Is that
Yep.
the chief?
Yes. He's got a like instead of like an actual scale or like a chainmail shirt, he's got an actual like full on like miniature shittily made plate imitation sort of thing going on.
Fair enough.
What you do?
Barely escape. Just imagine all of this is in Goblin.
Yes, this is.
Barely escape. Big ones betrayed. Sent us to death.
Ah,
We should get revenge.
can't. Don't know where.
Damn.
The Cattels are killed. And they leave us. Or those you armored things kill us.
Many brothers and sisters fell.
Yes, yes.
Are they
Yes.
David now?
He looks at you a bit odd.
Yeah, pretty much.
No,
Oh
they're
god,
not.
Belhan, Erland, and that typing. Oh Christ.
And the chieftain actually is looking at you a bit odd now.
You can't see through disguise self, can you?
He might be able to detect the magic aura.
For one, you're a 5-foot tall goblin, and for two, you just said brothers and sisters.
Yeah, goblins refer to each other as brother and sister. Because they're all essentially one big fucking family. It's creepy as hell, but you know.
What? Yeah.
Viking, let me get this straight. You're talking about Pathfinder goblins, right?
Oh, are they different to 5e goblins?
Yes,
Yes.
very.
Ah,
Yes.
They are very different.
Very.
I see. So imagine that I was not
No,
talking about
imagine-
5e.
Imagine I was aware of this,
Yeah.
and instead had been reversed.
Slowly turning around all the models.
I was like, wait, what?
This not
What
look good.
tribe are you from?
And a little bit of wee comes out.
Big boy tribe.
Does he have to roll bluff?
Roll me a bluff.
This is something I'm good at. Not that fucking good. That was like that was a fucking 2.
But that's an opposed roll to sense motive, wouldn't it?
It is an opposed. Hold on.
Please roll less than a 9. If not, we're all about to see something.
You're not half kidding.
You matched it, so you.
I
just-
win. Oh,
Just.
thank you, Paizo.
Also, Viking, if it does happen, because nobody else is near enough to see or hear it, I would drag you off to a different call for it.
Okay, that's fair.
It's like, if an Ezra gets murdered in the woods, does it even happen if no one's around to hear it?
Not quite that.
Boy,
Oh, he's going to be buggered.
there,
Possibly.
he's looking at you very oddly, and all the other goblins are looking at you.
Tall ones brought us in. They no tell you
From east?
from east.
Yeah, that's right. And he points off.
Yeah.
To the north.
Big ones brought us. Well, 5 of us. Other 4
Yeah.
dead.
So you stay at other camp then?
Yes. Chief dead there.
Yes, big one killing him.
Yeah, masked ones.
Yes. Big ones.
We should find them.
What? No.
Why
Refuse.
stay?
We leave. Quickly.
Yes. Am I going to end up being trapped in a goblin brigade for the next 4 hours?
The Erland's offering round the spoon, going, "Do you want some gruel?"
Yeah, there are the other 4.
God, no. I have my own food.
Okay.
Big one's coming. They aim to kill all of us.
You must run.
I cannot run. Bad
You can
wound.
run.
Bad
You
wound.
can ride.
I stand and fight. For my brothers. For my brothers.
I was just gonna say, show me the way.
Do you know the way?
Roll me another bluff.
Fuck. Natural 20, natural 20, natural 20, natural 20. Fuck.
That's better than it was.
It's better than the fucking 9.
Please. This is risky because it's a contested roll.
Oh my god.
Another 13. Matched.
No.
He beat me?
I'll tell you this. It was an 18 unmodified.
Right then. To a separate call then.
Yeah, he just sort of like... and then he just sort of raises his axe and tries to bring it down on you.
To a separate call then. Right. I think you know what happens. The big man comes out. Hello?
Alright, Viking.
Yeah, I think you know what happens. As he raises his axe, I realise the game is up. The big man comes out.
Yep.
Which I imagine is going to scare the absolute piss out of these goblins.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this.
That'll work.
And I'm not gonna put down your,
Yeah.
the actual picture because the others are still seeing what's going on here.
Yeah.
And they'll see the rolls and whatnot. But yes, so in a puff of just this dark red smoke with a well, do you want to do the laugh?
You shouldn't have done that, little one.
Just this hulking dark red being with glowing red eyes. And
They thought he was a
long
tall goblin to
black
begin with.
horns.
Now,
Yeah, just comes up. And you're what, 10 feet 4?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I've just doubled in size and muscle volume.
And you've got 55 health.
Yeah.
So,
Unfortunately,
really
I haven't got my great axe. So,
really quickly uncouple this.
okay.
Alright. So now you have 55 health. Now then. Go ahead and roll me a initiative once I clear up all this. Alright. Roll me an initiative.
I need to get my character sheet out. Hang on.
You need to get his character sheet out.
Yes. So I'm going to quickly switch to be right back on the stream. Get the character sheet out. And are we doing private rolls?
No, it'll be fine.
Okay.
I mean, you can whisper them if you want, but I'm not going to whisper the goblins' rolls. Because, well, yeah.
Fair enough. But it's going to say his name. Oh no, because it'll say Ezra, won't it?
It will say.
I'll just
it'll say
rename him as
I'll just
Ezra for
change
now.
him for like 2 seconds, yeah.
There we go. Okay. I have to click my token.
I'm sort of sad we don't have any audio from their end to slice back in later. Or like tab 2, you know?
That's not good.
That is not good.
But it's okay.
Alright. So then, immediately, the goblins are...
They have to make a will check
They do.
because of they're within 10 feet of me. Including the
Yep.
dogs, actually.
Otherwise they become feared. Or not feared, it's...
What would it be?
Was it fear? I think it's just fear.
Frightened.
Or frightened, yes. Or is it shaken?
I don't know.
think-
You tell me.
The conditions have really weird names, okay? Let's see, it's shaken, frightened, and panicked.
I imagine those closest would become panicked and those nearby would become feared.
It will be for right now at this level. It will be shaken
Shaken?
because
That's fair.
frightened makes them actually run away, and panicked makes them just book it. Like, because frightened has the if they can't flee, it might fight.
Yeah.
Panicked is nope. So yeah, they will be shaken if they do not succeed, which is a -2 to practically every check they've got.
That's okay then.
So let's see the
I just realised, because of my height, they come up to my knee.
normal gobos. What did we say the DC was for them?
I think it was like 12, didn't we?
Yeah, it was a low level. I've got it in my notes, I believe. No, I do not have the. Yeah, I don't have the aura in. The
I imagine
notes.
sort of like 12 would be
Yeah, it's
about
fairly
right.
weak right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, the goblins. I think. Yeah, the normal goblins failed it. The armored goblins, they
Succeed.
just make it. And then the normal one. Actually has a plus modifier instead of a minus, but oh god, he fails.
Flee. Yeah, they come up to my
And-
foot, up to
yeah.
my knee, roughly. So there's going to be a lot of kicking happening. You're going to boot goblins around the place.
You've got a sword in your hand. Well, almost.
It's like a toothpick.
You can still use it though.
Will I suffer
would
any
be minus-
penalties?
-2 to hit, but it'd do more damage than your just hitting them normally.
Although,
And
yeah, that
the
would.
dogs actually have the same modifier as the leader, so yeah, dogs make it.
Shite.
Normal gobos, including the archers, don't. The armored ones do.
So now you got to go
Alright.
around and make. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And we'll add an actual aura to the token later.
Would they be
Yeah.
affected? They'd probably be.
God damn, Runic.
They'd probably be affected by the thingy,
Well,
wouldn't they?
especially when you change, it would
Yeah, they'd
just
be affected
a
by the
pulse,
change.
basically. Yeah. Because, like, the constant aura, that's different, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Like, as of right now, it's mainly when you change. But, yeah. So then, they're immediately going to start wailing. Let's go with
Do
the
all of them have
two armored.
16?
Hmm?
Do all of them have 16?
To make it more simple, yeah.
All right.
Because they all have the same initiative modifier, actually.
Ah, fair enough.
So, yeah. The two armored ones going to slash you with their swords.
Both hit.
What's your...
12.
Alright, so you take 3 damage.
Yeah, because I'm not raging yet.
Yeah.
So that brings me down to 52 health.
The doggos, which I actually don't have a sheet for because I didn't prepare that. So, bestiary, come here. The goblin dogs have a...
I
Plus two
cast
to that.
Fist.
So they both try to bite you. What's your AC?
12. So the first hits, the second doesn't.
Alright. And that was a...
I have to make a fortitude check.
Plus 3.
Because of the dogs, Dander.
Yes.
It is fortitude, right?
Yes, and it did 9 damage. I got a good solid bite into your thigh.
19. I don't suffer the effects of that. Fuck, what's
Yep.
52 minus 9?
Just put in -9 in your token.
Oh, right. I
yeah,
can
in
do
the
that?
yeah, you can do minus or plus whatever, and it'll automatically do the calculation for you.
So how do I... Wait. Oh, do I just go into here and then minus
So,
9?
okay, click on the token, and you know how it brings up the 3 bubbles above it?
Yeah,
Nope, that's
that's
not right.
not right.
You know, so just click on the token,
Oh,
and
right,
then
I see.
on the 52
Minus
bubble,
9.
click that and -9. Yep, there you go.
43, Jesus Christ.
Yep. Alright. Then Zagabos with Zabos are going to take shots.
But they suffer penalties.
They do. So it'll be a -2 on this, whatever happens. On both of those, they both miss anyways. One of them actually rolled a 1. That's a 5. Basically, it goes to shoot the bow.
And pisses its pants in fear. Yeah, neither of those hit.
Goes to shoot the bow. It immediately, it holds onto the string and lets go of the actual bow and gets smacked in the face and drops the bow. And then these guys are going to cautiously move up because they know they
I
sort of have
don't
to.
think
But
they
really don't want
can
to.
they?
They can. They
Ah.
can through shaken. Feared they'd have to run away.
Ah, I
And
see.
your turn.
Well, I think you know what's coming.
Zappity zap zap.
Uh,
And keep in mind, it's where the head of the dog is. That's where it is.
oh, right. So, I can't do any skill checks when I'm raging, can I?
I am unfamiliar with the raging thing, but
While in
it's-
range, +4 morale bonus to their strength, etc.
I think you can still make skill checks. However,
I cannot
it
use any
will,
charisma, dexterity, or intelligence. That's fine,
yeah,
because my intimidate is linked to my strength.
except for acrobatics, that sort of thing.
Yeah, but my intimidate's linked to my strength, which is what we said, wasn't it? Because
Oh, yeah,
it's
you
my
can
sheer
intimidate.
presence in that's terrifying to them. So I would like to rage,
All right.
and as I let out my blood-curdling, raging scream, I'm going to intimidate them, saying, "Flee!" And roll intimidate. That's
You know
a
what,
14.
actually? With how big you are, I think that the others would actually hear that. If that's alright with you.
Yeah, over 500 meters.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pop back in and tell them that.
They just heard a massive scream, like deep, blood-curdling, ragey scream of flee.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think I'd have to use him so soon. But clearly I do. Right, so they'd have to make a will check that surpasses 14 to not piss their pants in terror and run away. Right. Hello. Well, it indicates that you're back. You having difficulty connecting? Hang on, Red's having technical difficulties with Discord. I think he is restarting his Discord. Hello?
There we go.
There
now
we
it's
go.
working. Yeah, they're saying you're more edgy than Serena.
Oh, they don't even know the half of it. But yes, they
But
have
yeah,
to beat
so
a
will
will save
saves.
of 14 to not piss their pants and run away in terror.
The armored goblins do not. The standard goblins do not.
So that's all the ones with the bows and arrows, the armored ones, and the ones that are behind the armored ones who are running away from me.
And the leader of them
Also does not
does not. And the dogs
do. But that's just taken my enemy count down from like
Actually,
14,
I'm going to say that steps up their fear.
so they will now
So-
run away.
Anything that is orange will now run away. Anything that is yellow is now frightened.
So... Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So now the archers will run away, the goblin chieftain will run away, and the 4...
Other goblins will run away.
Wouldn't the goblin chieftain, upon pissing his pants and running, demoralize the others? And
He might.
and he
We'll
might
see.
just go, run, run!
We'll see. But yeah, you do have. I'm going to say you've got another action. So that would have taken up your move.
Okay.
So you can still make an attack if you want.
And I will... Oh. Well, I do have my sword. If you're attacking with... Hang on. Power attack. You can choose to take a -1 penalty on all melee attack rolls and combat maneuver checks to gain a +2 to melee damage rolls.
Fun
This-
fact, by the way, the others are now booking it, so you're going to have 4 turns.
Okay.
This is the end of the first.
If you are making an attack with a one-handed weapon using 2 hands or a primary natural... So can I make an attack using my sword but do a power attack?
Yes. I
Okay.
think.
So I take a -1 penalty to my... to hit, but I gain a +2 damage.
Yes.
But it's
And
one.
it's increased by a half if you're using the two-handed or a one-handed with 2 hands.
Yeah.
Because you can use your weapon with 2 hands, so it would add 1.5
Can
times your
can I
strength
use my
modifier
longsword with
damage.
2 hands? Because it's kind of designed for a normal person.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna say no, and you already do have a -2 to hit. Keep that in mind.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, because
it's
I'm using a
medium,
small weapon. Yeah.
and you're a large. It's a medium weapon, and you're a large.
Yeah. But I am raging, which gives me a massive boost to my strength. Doesn't that add on to unarmed attacks?
It adds on to attacks. Period. You get a bonus to hit based on what your strength is, and you get a bonus to damage.
Because my strength is now 21. So I would actually put in there a temporary of 4, and I think a temporary of 4 Constitution, which
Yes.
also didn't we realize that also, because that adds a +1, that gives me, or a plus, is it a +1 or a +2 to Constitution that it gives me? I think it's a +2, isn't it? Yeah, so I would gain an additional 8 hit points.
Yes, I believe.
Which is what we figured out. Is it a +4 to Constitution? Let me check. Yeah, +4 to Strength and Constitution, +2 to Will saves. Don't think I need to worry about that, but a -2 to AC.
It grants you
Shite.
2 hit points per hit die. So yeah, it's gonna be easier to hit you. So
But
temp -2.
I take a lot more damage, because that temp goes up by 8,
That's pretty much how raging goes. Yeah.
meaning my health goes back up to 51, right?
Just +8 on your character,
Yeah. So
because you can go over in this.
+8. And that takes me up to 51, and that'll be, yeah, temporary health.
Yep.
Okay, so I will, so I take a -2 to hit, but so it'd be a -1 to hit, because I'm, because I'd be using a power attack. No, it'd be a -3 to hit.
Okay, so go into your character and just add the longsword for crying out loud. on the main tab because it will add everything that's not the raging stuff.
Okay.
Like it'll add everything that's from your strength bonus, your dex bonus, etc.
Well, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, so add that. So basically, add it on instead of dex. Make sure it's set to strength.
Yeah, not a linguistics roll, you twat. I am not talking anymore. The time for talk has passed. The time for piss sheer intensifying terror has happened. So that is a plus. That's apparently giving me an attack
plus
of
1 for the
13.
longsword. Plus 13.
Plus 14 to hit. Damage is.
Christ.
I would have a range of 10 feet on that.
The damage is what a damage for a longsword would be, which I think is just 1d6.
8 plus
Or D8?
strength. So that's 1d8 plus 5.
Yup.
And because I'm raging, that takes that as a minus.
And then just click on it, and I don't remember if you actually get an opportunity to put in additional modifiers.
You don't.
Okay, that's fine then.
But
Because
we
we'll
shall see.
manually do it.
So that takes that down to minus 22 because of the minus 3.
Yep.
But it increases the damage to a 10.
Damage. So which one exactly did you strike for?
That one.
Sorry, the sheet's in the way. Which one?
That one. The dog.
Oh my.
I think I just sliced it in half, didn't I?
Yeah, you basically you swing at it and you cut straight through it. It's dead. Just full on dead.
Yep. And that is my turn, I do believe.
Yep. So then we go to the gobos. This entire group of gobos, I'm just gonna move them as a group just to, help things along. Let's see, how far is 60 feet? There, okay.
They're gonna fucking sprint towards the others.
Yep. Pretty much.
I'm assuming the
They're
two
bucking it.
archers are fucking off the map completely.
This one's fucked off the map, yeah,
Yep.
completely. This one's it's just booking it into those woods and then going.
I call it
Actually, that
aggressive
reminds me.
negotiations.
These two goblins that were here actually provoke attack of opportunity because you've got reach for 10 feet.
Oh, do they? Oh, the two that
Yep.
ran. Okay.
These two.
So,
Right here. Attack. Go ahead and roll me 2 more attacks.
would it be 2 or just 1?
2. 1 for each of them.
All right. Okay. Neat.
Yeah, attacks
Do
of
both of
opportunity
them
are
hit?
Scary.
That would be a -3, so that would be a 15.
This
Sorry.
one does not hit. This one
Uh,
does.
Yeah, so it's a
And
-3, so the
that-
18 would go down to 15, and the 20 would go down to 17.
Yeah, that just straight up kills it.
Because that's also a +2. Oh no, it wouldn't be a +2, would it? Because that's yeah, and I'm not suffering the minus actually, because I'm not
Oh,
using
yeah,
a power attack.
It's just the -2.
Just the -2, so
So
that one
actually,
would hit,
this
so that would
one
kill
would
both
hit,
of them.
My god. What have I done?
Fear me!
This one's booking it off the map. Go ahead and make a attack of opportunity against him.
I'm just gonna slaughter them all. I think that one hits, and I think it might kill him.
Yeah, no, that kills him.
I'm rolling 10 damage every time.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that kills him straight up.
This form is terrifying to goblins.
It is. Because goblins are already small creatures.
And now they come up to my knee.
If that, he cut right through him.
I bet the others are just like, fucking hell, he's dicing these motherfuckers.
This is the start of the second round, by the way. Remember I said you had 4? Yeah.
I think I'll be done by the end of this round.
So these two are going to try to hit you. -2
Okay.
on their attacks.
Okay, so the first one hits, the second one doesn't, but I believe I take 2 less damage
take-
because I'm raging.
4, and then... Is there something there? Damage reaction for rage?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's like... No,
No.
it doesn't appear to be
You
like
don't get damage
5e.
reduction.
Because damage reduction in 5e takes away slashing, piercing, and something else, doesn't it? By half.
I don't know,
I
but
don't think I need it.
I'd imagine it could be a power.
I have Intimidating Glare and
Mhm.
Elemental Rage. Oh!
If you wanted
So
to do
if I
even
use
more
that,
damage.
I do a 1d6 of energy as well.
Mhm. If you wanted to.
If I wanted to, but I don't think I need to, considering I'm rolling enough to murder them in a single hit. I'm imagining
Actually,
all
yeah,
the others
intimidating.
can hear is screams of dying goblins and screams of rage from me. It's like there's some kind of massive slaughter happening.
Okay. The dog's gonna try to attack you as well. It's gonna try to bite at you.
If it's
This
lower than a
poor,
12,
poor
it
thing.
misses.
Yep, nope, that misses. Alright then. Your turn to finish him off. Bottom of the second.
Right then.
Too bad you don't have cleave or anything like that.
Yeah, if I had cleave, I could slice all three of them in half. Huh. Actually, oh no, that's just allowing me to not. Yeah, okay. I was about to say I've got uncanny dodge, but no, that doesn't work the same way as in 5e.
Oh god. You know what I'm thinking of now whenever you transform?
What?
Have you ever seen Justice League, the Demon Ezragon?
No.
Him and a human share the same body, and whenever they transform, they say rhyme. Begone the form of man, arise the demon Estragon. No, I'm just imagining something like that. Just
Fusion. Ha! Right.
no,
So
but
that
yeah.
dog
What's
gets
your turn?
that dog's getting sliced the fuck in half.
Go ahead and make me an attack. Power attack as well, or
I think a
you don't
normal
even
one will
need it?
suffice.
Yeah, no, you just cut straight through it. Oh god.
And the fact that I've just butchered 5 of their comrades in a very short space of time, is that going to cause these two to have a will check, do you think?
They will have another will check on their turn, which will be the top of the third.
Yeah. So I
You
can't
still have a
really.
move action though, if you want.
Yeah, I can't change that for an attack action, can I?
Nope.
No. What other actions can I take? I can take a defensive. Probably not in rage. Gotta remember that. Can I just do an intimidating glare?
You can.
The foe is shaken for 1d4 plus if successsually
So
demoralizes.
have them make another will save, basically.
Basically, I want them to piss their pants and run away. How do I... It doesn't specifically say... Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use a lightning arc.
That requires an action.
Oh, yeah, shit, it does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, as a swift action... Oh, for fuck's sake, it's only a swift action! Oh, no, wait. The barbarian
Swift
can make
action,
an
you do have a
intimidate
swift
check
action.
against
Yeah.
one... Okay, as a move action. That's what I want. So, intimidate. I can't see that because it's not going away.
25.
Fun fact,
17.
I'm
That
fucking
only targets
terrifying.
one, doesn't it?
Yeah, only one, but it's demoralized for 1d4 turns, plus 1 for every 5 points of which the barbarian exceeds the DC.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say fuck it. You've turned him into frightened rather than scared.
So he's going to run away from me on his next turn.
Yep, he's going to, and that's
He's
if he
going to
doesn't
die.
fail next round.
He's going to
So-
die next turn, is what we're saying here.
Speaking of next one, general will save for the 2 of
I can't see it because it's not going away. That's pissing me off. Go away.
3.
Well,
Fuck this shit. They're running. Go ahead and make me another check.
Ooh, that's with a -2. That's 15. That's their AC, isn't it? Oh no, these guys are armored.
No, actually, you don't hit him.
No. I hit that one though.
Which one? The panicked one?
That one, I think. The bottom of the two.
Alright. Yeah, no, he's just dead.
Can I do a vertical slice and literally slice him in half?
I'm gonna say yeah, because you overkilled him massively.
I overkilled everything here. When they arrive, it's just going to be parts of goblins laying around.
Yep.
I'd like to point out, I did this in 12 seconds.
Yeah, this is the third round.
And they're still
I'm
running.
gonna say combat's over, honestly.
Yeah, they're not... They're like, fuck that. No fucking way in hell. Thank you very much.
So do you want to shrink back down?
I'm going to end my rage and transform back into normal Ezra.
Okay.
Is any of that damage going to pass over?
Because your rage gave you more than enough to tank it, I'm gonna say no.
Cool. And then end all that rage. But I am fatigued for 6 seconds, I think. Is it 6 seconds or is it 8 seconds? I can't... It depends, because it depends on how long I was in rage, I think. As 2 times the number of rounds spent, so 4, so that would be 16 seconds. I will not be fatigued by the time the others catch up.
Yeah, 4. Alright, so let's go rejoin them.
He can go back to sleep now. Hi, boys,
hello.
I'm back.
So we're just discussing what it's going to be like when we get there. And you are naked, other than underpants, and there's just a load of dead goblins around you, and there's a little bit of black smoke, and it's like, well, I apologise, Serena. I didn't mean to direct all of those comments about you being the only person with edge here, especially after the.
Oh, you're gonna find what I like to call aggressive negotiation.
Oh god.
Also, there's 3 goblins running at you, but they are not gonna stop.
Yeah, so as you guys are running down the road, there's 2 normal goblins and an armored one just fucking running as
I'm going to
fast
throw a
as they
bomb at
possibly can.
I'm gonna throw a bomb at him.
Just make sure you don't do it when they're right next to us.
They don't even care about your presence, I doubt. Honestly.
No, they don't even care about you. They're just running. You can throw a bomb at them if you want.
I'm trying. I'm lagging. Hang on.
I'm
I'm
going
pressing the
to
button.
I'm going to readjust my armor and everything. Make sure
Underwear.
No, my armor and everything. Make sure I look respectable.
Reload the page.
My
Despite the
sword
fact
is
that your
covered in
sword is
blood.
dripping
And there
in
is
goblin
blood everywhere.
Yeah, we'll get to the description of you in the scene as soon as Simon figures out how to. I'll roll for you.
Yeah, Red, you might have to roll it for me because roll 20s I think just crashed.
Alchemist bomb.
I can't see it. I've got this. Well, you threw it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that hits.
Well, it's
6 damage. Is that enough?
Again,
6 damage on whatever it hits, and 2 damage on whatever's next to it.
if it's a direct hit, it also deals 1d6 of fire, and the splash is only 2 for everything around it.
Yeah, so let's do the extra d6 of fire because you did hit the armored one. Extra 2 that actually is enough to kill it. Poor little terrified bastard. The other 2 get off with relatively minor damage, and they just book it past you. They don't even care about the explosion.
Oh, that was refreshing.
And as you guys continue up this little path through the woods, you see a very interesting scene. Ezra, standing there, his sword.
I'm
dripping
completely clean.
with
My sword,
goblin blood.
not
He
so
is
much.
Completely fine. No wounds whatsoever, and the corpses around him. They're not just dead.
This goblin dog is
They're
sliced in
mostly-
half. This
They're
goblin
mostly
is
sliced in
in
half or
2
straight
sections. These 2 are basically both in half. They have a top half and a bottom half now. This one is vertically sliced in half, and this one is matching the one up there. And there is blood everywhere.
Absolutely everywhere.
Right. So, did you learn anything before going on a murder spree?
Yeah, they didn't know where the masked ones came from, and they well, they were just going to run away, really. That was about it. Not talkative bunch, goblins.
Hmm. Right.
Hang on, and I wipe my sword off on one of the goblins. One of the non-bloody bits.
Oh, hey, look, goblin ears.
I think most of them are still intact. You might have to search for the two parts of this one, though.
Yeah,
The one that got hit by the bomb doesn't really have a head left.
That's what, yeah.
The others
I'm
do
sorry,
have
sir.
heads. They're
I
just
am.
in different slices.
You are in need of an apology. I'm very sorry. I'm gonna sort of like walk off to one side of the road and see if I can find any flowers, just like sort of just wildflowers in the field.
So I'll get you some flowers.
Just pick a couple and return and just hand them to Serena and say, "I'm very sorry. You clearly are not the only person in here who has copious amounts of head."
I'm
Turn
gonna
around
hold the
and look.
flowers to the ground.
Oh, I picked them
I
for you.
appreciate the sentiment, but I fucking hate flowers.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough.
Let's just say the goblins shouldn't have raised their hands to me.
Uh-huh.
They have learned their lesson now. Shall we go back to town and get
Uh-huh.
paid?
Isn't there a third camp we have to check out first?
No, there
There
was
were
only
two.
two.
Oh,
And this is the outskirts of that other camp?
This is the other one.
Everyone here is either
a
dead
very
or
small
run
one.
away pissing themselves. I made 2 goblins piss their pants in fear. 4 goblins, sorry. Those are the ones that survived. Back to the town. How long is that a walk away?
Another 10 minutes.
Fair enough.
anything worthwhile in the debris?
No.
That is a good
not
way of
really.
describing this. Call this for cleanup
even
detail.
any
They're going to be
gold on-
needed.
Not even any gold on the chieftain.
That is a good way of describing what you've seen. You know when you first load into a Viscera cleanup detail level? Yeah, kind of that.
Well, it depends on the level. Usually all my viscera is by the incinerator for some fucking reason.
So I'm going to carefully step over the pools of blood and goblin bodies.
And we
And,
shall end today's session with you guys getting back to town. We'll handle payment and XP and stuff next time.
Oh my god.
But for now, that is the end of the session.
Roll 20 is being a bit of a
We'll see you all.
me.
Sorry, I was just writing down